54 Sports. I'm Bobby Dobbs along with Willie Williams and the man in the middle, Mike Fields. And we should have a great, great ball game for you tonight.
Again, both teams are going to feature a good running back because the Mount Pleasant Tigers has Corinne Elliott, the Daingerfield Tigers has Montoya Brown.
Okay, captains on the field. For the Daingerfield Tigers, Lee Cowan, number 44. Number 20, Eric Woods. Number 14, Ronnie Jones. For the Mount Pleasant Tigers,
number 6.
Number 6 is Lee Etheridge.
Number 9.
Number 9 is Ira Marshall.
Number 11.
11 is Andre Williams.
Number 12.
And number 12, Bubba Dearham.
Okay. Number 20, Eric Woods, and number 14, Ronnie Jones.
It's interesting to see who win this toss and what they're going to do here, because usually the team that win the toss always defer to the last half to get the football. So,
would you think Coach Randy McFarland would like to start on defense and set the tempo for the game? I said for anything to happen, and again, this is getting into this coaching. My Mount Pleasant Tigers, I might do a running, a play fake, first play of the game, because I think Randy is going to bring everybody up real tight, Coach McFarland, and really put pressure and set the tempo. Daingerfield they did win the toss
and deferred to
the second half. But you would think Mount Pleasant will probably want the football. And if Mount Pleasant will be to the south and will receive, so go back to Coach McFarland. I think he got just what he wanted. He got to defer to the second half, and he got his defense on the field first.
Also, you look at the flag on the north end of the field, it's a pretty brisk wind blowing. So what they're going to do is give Mount Pleasant the win in the first quarter, and then they're going to take the win in the second quarter going into halftime. So it's going to be a battle of wits here with Coach McFarland against Coach McDaniel. They're going to do a little parlaying here and there and trying to outwit each other. But again, you're going to see mirror images of the team on the field. Defensively, you're going to find that the Mount Pleasant Tigers and the Daingerfield Tigers will basically be running the same offense. On defense, it will be the same thing as both teams. One thing I think that you will see the Daingerfield Tigers line up in the I formation with Montoya Brown at the tailback spot. You will also see them line up in the power I formation. And this is the same thing that the Mount Pleasant Tigers did last week against Denton Ryan at Mesquite Memorial Stadium in Dallas.
Coach Williams and Coach Fields, Mike Fields, I know we talked about mirror images, but I think one of these two teams has got to do something uncharacteristic of what we're expecting. Because if they don't, you think we're going to see one of those 0-0 defensive ball games. So I'm looking for something a little bit strange, a reverse pass, fake the ball, throw the pass. We're seeing number 80 for the Daingerfield Tigers, Adam Hall, outstanding kicker. Back from last year, one of the seniors that we have talked about. And deep is Roddy Simpson, number 1. Number 2, Corbin Elliott. Number 21 is Marcel Cheatham. And again, with that breeze, you're not expecting the ball to be kicked maybe past the 10-yard line. Corwin standing about the 4, somewhere close to that 5-yard line.
I just can't help, Bobby, thinking when you think of Daingerfield, you think about a sneak play or a long pass, and you may be right. There may be something out of the ordinary there that that we would not probably see early in the year like this.
Okay, Adam Hall advances on the ball. This ball game's underway. Here's a short kick. Brandon Griffin at the 24. He's going to take it, work back to his right. And I mean a host of Tigers. Blue Tigers, number 2 on that stop. Shelton Williams. Looked like number 10 also for the Blue Tigers. Montrell Walker looked like on the stop also. We'll try to get you. You're going to have to help me, gentlemen, on some of these tacklers. And offensively for Mount Pleasant Tigers, Andre Williams, number 11, will be your quarterback. Brandon Griffin, number 40, will be the fullback. Got a little stoppage of play
have official timeout on the
They're trying to wait for the change to be untangled on the far side of the field. It's all tangled up. But, you know, you're talking about some kind of play. You would have to look for one of the coaches to come up with something that the other one would not have seen. So there will be some special plays from both coaches, because here again, they know each other too well not to put something in special for tonight's ball game. And another thing that it's going to come down to is execution. It's going to be a matter of executing. The team that execute the best will come out victorious in this ball game tonight.
Okay, Elliott is tailback. You got Fuller in motion. Going to turn, give the fullback. Just a real quick hitter. Nice job, and that's what I thought. The Daingerfield Tigers really going to try to establish something with their defense.
Number 2 and number 80.
Number 2 is Shelton Williams. Number 80, your kicker, Adam Hall. That's what I expected. One of the defensive linemen, too, that's really impressive in there, you'll see or we'll talk about quite a bit, is number 77, Cody Shirley.
Bobby, Mount Pleasant, they just kind of running up behind the left guard there, and they've got that man in motion. They're just double teaming on that center, the nose guard.
Okay, 2nd down and 8. Ball about the 31-yard line. Williams, your quarterback, turn. Don't give it to Elliott. He's trying to work outside. Got a little running room, but again, good pursuit. There's Adam Hall again. Number 20, Eric Williams on that stop is going to bring up about 3rd and 5.
Bobby, the scheme of things, and of course this is what Coach McFarland had talked about, it's real tough to run up the middle on that defense, and he knows that they're going to have to go outside, and of course Daingerfield's running the same type defense, and here again it's tough running up that middle. It broke to the outside.
Adam Crump will be the tight end to the left. Roddy Simpson split in to the right. You got Griffin, Elliott, Williams the quarterback, Clarence Norris the center. Turn, give it to the fullback again, trying to work outside. Going to be stopped by a host of Daingerfield Tigers.
Number 14.
44 is right in the middle of that.
And number 30.
That's Lee Cowan. Number 30, Nakia Williams. I saw Eric Woods again, and I know I missed another one, but they did what they wanted to do. The Daingerfield Tigers held the Mount Pleasant Tigers. First series, 4th down and a little over 1, punting down for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. I really thought we'd see something a little different. Of course, somebody says, oh, you didn't do that. I really did think we'd see something a little different. Eric Woods, and I told you, he's a do everything for these Daingerfield Tigers. He will be deep receiving the punt. Adam Crump, we're going to have a timeout because we're fixing to get a delay of the game penalty. So the Mount Pleasant Tigers calls the first timeout of the ball game. I see a lot of coaching going on right now on the Daingerfield Tiger coaching staff. You like that, where you see these coaches get with these youngsters and really start working with them, you know, when you got a timeout or something. That's
at the First Baptist Church in Daingerfield. Start right after the game is over. It'll last till midnight tonight. Fun and games will be had by...
I look for, when we go back to the, kind of go back to some of the offensive starters for Mount Pleasant. Number 9, Adam Crump at an end. Number 64, Matthew Dunn at left tackle. Number 57, Brett Ronderman at the left guard. Clarence Norris, number 51 at the center. Cedric Brown, number 70, right guard. Number 72, Luis Cervantes at that right tackle. We call the backfield possessions. I look for some of the starting, and again, Michael Boyd, number 11, would be your quarterback for the Daingerfield Tigers. Probably Ronnie Jones, number 14, your fullback. Montoya Brown, number 22, the outstanding tailback. Eric Williams standing on about his own 20. A low snap, good pickup by Crump. Nice kick. Williams going to play it at the 25. Got a wall. I can see a wall already. And a good job on the outside by number 4 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers, and that's Antoine Sanders. Nice play. Gentlemen, you can see a little bit of a wall there. Antoine Sanders fought off his blocker and made the stop. 1st and 10 for the Daingerfield Tigers at their own 35.
Very good job of Sanders, Bobby. He really was blocked and hustled and got back up and made the tackle. Good job.
Number 68, Chuck Mason. I see him in the ball game. 72. Alan Brantley, again 11. Michael Boyd, your quarterback. I look for, trying to look like Lee Cowan, number 44 is your tight end. Number 80, Adam Hall, will be a flanker. Don't have 2 tight ends set, I backfield. Turn handed to tailback. Got a little running room. let's see, Mondrell Palmer on the stop, and number 67 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers is Brian Gooseby. Defensive lineman probably for the Mount Pleasant Tigers will be Adam Crump at that defensive end, Brian Gooseby at a defensive tackle, Brett Ronderman probably at the nose guard position, Aaron Herndon 24 defensive end, Shedrick Brown probably at a defensive tackle. Linebackers, Brandon Griffin and Tony Grant.
Probably just a reverse handoff and handed to the tailback, fullback leading up in the hole. Picked up 3 yards.
Daingerfield with second three. And here's your just pitch sweep. And they got a little running room. Montoya Brown going to pick up first down. Ball's on the ground, but going to be dead ball. Head number 44 and 51 for Daingerfield out front.
Okay, Bobby, they got our left defensive end hooked. When they got him hooked, we got outside. We had linebackers coming. We just couldn't get to him.
Of course, you had Cowan and Mike and Akil Williams out front blocking. Looked like Mondrell Palmer on the stop for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. First down of the ball game. That's exactly what Daingerfield Tigers wanted to establish. That play, we saw it quite a bit, something similar, little pitch sweep with Denton Ryan. 77, big offensive center, Cody Shirley, outstanding ball player. Eye backs, got a flanker to the right, split in to the left. There, turned again, handed to Montoya Brown. Nice play, but still driving his legs. See number 70, Shedrick Brown on the stop for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Don't give him we'll give him 3, make it 2nd and 7.
Bobby just hit off tackle, just cramming in everything inside. Picked up about 3 yards.
8:03 left in the first quarter play, score 0-0. Again, Michael Boyd, the quarterback, in a full house backfield now. You got Montoya Brown, Ronnie Jones, 2nd and 7. Got motion now by Hall. And there it looked like the old Mount Pleasant got some nice running room. Going to break out and get about 14 or 15 yards. Hanging on for the Tigers. Number 67, see Corbin Elliott on that stop, but 67 is Brian Gooseby.
Bobby and Willie, if you remember, we used to have an old series called the halfback close series. Really, that man in motion, you're just getting an extra blocker on that line of scrimmage. Good job blocking on Daingerfield.
Yes, it was. Offensive line. Came off the ball. 51 in there doing a good job, too. Ricky Mims. He's another one of those seniors. They talked about their great leadership for these. Cowan is also on that right side as a tight end. Boyd kind of making sure the center knows the snap count. 1st and 10. Ball at about Mount Pleasant 37. Got a little motion, so might have had a delay. I'm not sure.
That's the first time that someone on the Daingerfield side of the ball would have touched it other than Brown, the tailback. And it was going to be handed off that time to number 14, but it's going to be a 5-yard penalty as they have illegal procedure, a motion penalty, no delay of game.
I can see on the right side over here, it looked like the clock was at 0. Of course, and again, now we're seeing the 25-second clock. At this stadium, Mount Pleasant has one, but in Mesquite Memorial did not have a 25-second clock. Really good for the quarterback to see. It's down to 15 seconds now.
It's going to bring up first down, 9, 15 yards to go with 6 minutes, 56 seconds remaining.
A quick count, and boy, did they pop that fullback for about 9 yards. Mondrell Palmer, Corbin Elliott making a stop, but that's number 14, Ronnie Jones, I believe.
Bobby, just a quick handoff to the left side. Base blocked it. Boy, did he go through there in a hurry. Very quick.
Kind of ball game like this, again, we're seeing the mirror image of a Mount Pleasant Tiger, Daingerfield Tiger, and you're seeing a running game, and it's making the clock run. 6 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball at about the 34-yard line of Mount Pleasant. 2nd down and 6. Michael Boyd, quarterback for the Blue Tiger. Another quick count, just quick pitch. Nice stop by, looked like Corbin Elliott, number 2. I'm not sure what we got him on see from the referee, but boy, did Corbin come up and deliver a blow to Montoya Brown. Got to hold it. You kind of feel like a lot of times on a play like that, sometimes that tight end will come out and hold. So you got a holding penalty, which will take them back 10 yards if Mount Pleasant takes advantage of the penalty, and I can see coaches Mount Pleasant say, take them back. 6:08 remaining in the first quarter of play. Score 0-0. Type of ball game we thought. Only thing I thought we'd see something a little bit different, maybe. Again, and if it happens, I'm going to say, see there, I told you.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, Bobby. No passes. You're talking about a game going by fast, Willie. It's 6 minutes to go in this first quarter.
Whenever you have two teams that run the football, the clock continues to run. You don't have to worry about passes and slowing the ball game down, and that's what you're going to see tonight. It's going to be a fast ball game.
Boyd brings the Blue Tigers out. Second down and around 15 yards to go. I-back. Looks like Eric Woods, and they're looking down the field. Got a tight end. They're going to throw that one there.
Way over.
We got a flag down. He's saying it's overthrown, Coach Williams. I think that's a good call.
Yes.
They probably were some bumping in the secondary. You were throwing to Eric Williams on just a go pattern. Had Lee Cowan, number 44, also kind of running the seam. There was some bumping, but the official made it clear it was way overthrown. Coverage for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Number 3, Courtney Miller, saw Corbin Elliott also. Looks like they're pulling a defensive lineman out of the ball game. Brian Gooseby probably adding another secondary. Well, let's see. Linebacker secondary maybe go to a 4 defensive lineman look.
And let me save you next week. Now, number 20, that's Eric Woods.
I might have.
And Mickey might.
I might have said Eric Williams.
Right.
Eric Woods. Mickey, I'm sorry. There's a draw. And you're going to have a little motion penalty. And again, you're expecting. It's a delay again. And I know that makes Coach Whiting and Coach McFarland really disappointed because they've got 2 delay of game penalties in this one drive. 5:36.
Bobby, that's the second penalty for Daingerfield. That's the advantage of having that one game where you've had that experience and get down. You notice, remember last week, both teams had delay of game penalties at Mesquite. So you got to get them out there and get them set.
Eric Woods will be the flanker to the right. I-backs behind Michael Boyd. He's going to go back, looking down the field. He's in trouble. Nice play defensively by number 70, Shedrick Brown of the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Daingerfield really had established the momentum there. Took the ball down the field, but they let 2 or 3 penalties really take that momentum away, and then they had the penalties, and a big play by Shedrick Brown brings up 4th and long. Roddy Simpson.
Also, Bobby, they had 2 receivers deep. They were covered well. And they had one man coming across, and he was covered. So there's really what helped bring that about, Bobby, is a good coverage in the secondary for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
That's Adam Hall, and I think he does all the kicking, the punting, kicking off, extra points, field goals. Nice punt. Going to get it to roll over, and that's what you look for. Simpson at 17, trying to work out. So he's got running room. Well, I tell you what I did, Mike, I'll tell you something I did see, and I believe it was number 70, Shedrick Brown. If they get that block there, they're going to break that one really wide open, but he saw he was going to hit him in the back and he stopped.
Yes.
And if he makes that play, you might see a long run by Roddy Simpson.
But it's going to be called back.
But it's going to be called back. So and it would have cost them yardage from where they're at. Ball at the 38.
Very, very smart head-up play by not taking that block there.
Okay, Andre Williams brings the Mount Pleasant Tigers out. 1st and 10. Ball at about the 38. There's a little crossing action. Gives the ball to Corbin Elliott up for about 5 yards. Going to give him 5 up to about the 43, 44-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Bobby, just a misdirection play. The fullback goes to the right. I believe the right guard pulled and came down the line. Elliott took a little counter step and then came back to the left side and just picked his way up in there and picked up about 5, 6 yards.
Tell you another thing. Daingerfield has 2 outstanding, or 3 maybe, the linebackers. I believe 44 is Lee Cowan. David King, a sophomore in there, number 9, does a great job. Ronnie Jones, number 14, a senior. See Eric Woods as the safety. 2nd and 5 for the Mount Pleasant. Going to turn, hand it to Elliott. Boy, he was pounded on really quick. really 14, Ronnie Jones, and number 2, Shelton Williams, making the stop. Really, the person that made the stop probably was the right guard of the Mount Pleasant Tigers, because his defensive man knocked him right back into Elliott and just stuffed it. Probably picked up maybe a yard or so. 3:36 left in the first quarter play. Score 0-0. Again, the type ball game we thought we might see. Trying to get the ball down the field, not throwing any more than a half to, hoping the other team makes a little mistake. Got motion right, turn, give the ball to Elliott. He's going to get his first down.
That's
Mount Pleasant's first down, if I'm not mistaken, Coach Williams.
That's the first one.
Bobby, could you tell Elliott was going to get that 1st and 10 then?
He was going for the first by just flying over the top.
He was going to do what he had to. That senior leadership, stepping up there and taking control. Give me the ball, I'll get the 1st and 10.
Ball at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Daingerfield Tigers, 2 first downs in this first quarter. The Mount Pleasant Tigers, 1 first down.
Got motion. Tigers turn. Fake. Here's your pass. You got a man open. If you can get it to him, ball's going to float down. And a one-handed interception by Eric Woods. What a great interception. His daddy ought to be proud of him for that. The thing that really happened, Andre Williams got pressure from the Daingerfield Tigers. I didn't see the number, but you had Adam Crump open, but Andre didn't have time to really set up and throw the ball there. And what a nice interception by Eric Woods, number 20.
Really set up. Williams was rushed, and instead of getting the ball there in a hurry, it was more of a upward motion, kind of was just hanging up there, and Woods was able to come over and pick the ball off.
1st and 10 for the Blue Tigers of Daingerfield at the 33. And did 57 really made the play. That was Ronderman that really made the play and got some help from the other Mount Pleasant Tigers. But a nice play by Brett Ronderman. He didn't finish him off, but he was one that made the first contact.
Ronderman, what a lick, Bobby, in there. But I'm going to tell you, the fullback just kept churning. Got loose to the outside. Took the rest of the Tiger defense to come up on that right side and help get him down. Very impressed with the way these backs run. Very tough, very hard.
I think the other for the Mount Pleasant Tigers was probably Antoine Sanders. Fake, looking down the line, running option, still got it. Tigers got a chance.
Tigers got it.
What was really happening then is Michael Boyd had the ball kind of out in front of him. Looked like Adam Crump recovered it and might have got hurt on the play because he kind of dove with his head, and his head kind of drove in the ground. Ball at the 32. First big turnover. I know there was a turnover that Eric just got, but it was deep in their end of the field. But this one also is in the Daingerfield Tigers' end of the field. Adam Crump gets a fumble from the quarterback, Michael Boyd. So the Mount Pleasant Tiger offense on the field, 1st and 10 at the 32. Going to see a timeout by the Blue Tigers from Daingerfield. And I think what's happening, Coach McFarland says, hey, I see a big momentum switch right here. I'm going to try to settle them down so we can hold them.
Well, Bobby, they came out on that option, and the quarterback, you've got to attack that inside shoulder, or if you're going to hook the end and go out, then once you get past the end, you've got to turn up and make the people either come to you or pitch the ball. If somebody's coming after you, then you're going to have to pitch the ball and give that back a chance to make his cuts and moves. And what happened, Mount Pleasant just a great job in stringing that thing out, Willie, and by the time you got ready to cut back to the inside, there was 2 linebackers that were waiting on him there. Really delivered a blow there, popped the ball out, and Mount Pleasant Tiger has the ball.
What do you think? Oh, go ahead, Coach Williams.
No, I just started to say that this was a big play for the Mount Pleasant Tigers, because here again, you mentioned the turnover that Daingerfield had off of Mount Pleasant by intercepting the pass, but then Mount Pleasant got the ball right back on the fumble, and they're deep in Daingerfield's territory with the ball on the 33-yard line, 1st and 10, with 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play.
Don't forget the citywide fifth quarter tonight at the First Baptist Church in Daingerfield.
Bobby, I think that's important in the coaching's part here. Call a timeout. as you said, settle your team down, and let's don't let them just go back to what we were doing. Let's don't let them get the big one on us right here, because, you know, usually on offense, Willie, you come back and you try to hit them with a big play there or hurt them, either get outside. I know a while ago the pass play was really set up well. We're going to see that come back a little bit later. We're going to get them real conscious of us being inside and running the ball, and I think we're going to hurt them with the passing play because we had some men open a while ago. And they've got 9 people within 3 yards of the football.
There's a quick pitch. And nice play. 76 is really one that made the play for the Daingerfield Tigers. And 76 is Brian Lee. And that was pitched, just a quick pitch. Just we saw Daingerfield do it a while ago. Quick pitch, just trying to run a quick sweep to Corwin Elliott. Good pursuit by the Blue Tigers.
Good pursuit. Very impressed with their pursuit, the way they get down the line of scrimmage. They really gang tackling Bobby, and they really go to that ball.
Notice 66, Chad McBride, also in the ball game for the Mount Pleasant Tigers on offensive line. Full house backfield, 2 tight ends, 2nd down and 8 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Turn, give the ball to Elliott, and he was stuffed again. I'm telling you, the Blue Tigers coming off and really striking people.
That was number 9 for
number
the
9,
Tigers, meeting him in the hole that time.
That's David King.
David King, number 9 for Daingerfield. Going to bring out
David King is a sophomore, and they told me last weekend or last Friday night they had 2 or 3 sophomores that would play a lot, maybe even a freshman that could play some, and I'm not sure. I haven't seen, again, not knowing the players that well. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. You got Andre Williams, full house backfield. Going to put Smith in motion right, turn, fake. Quarterback's going to keep it, and you knew that they would have that play figured out. That's 30 and 14 for the Blue Tigers, and 14 is Ronnie Jones, and number 30 is Nakia Williams. We've seen that play very successful. They'd set up the play to Corwin or to a tailback, give, and then run it, but you could tell Coach McFarland has seen that play many times, and he was ready for that one. 4th and 6. They're going to let the clock run out. That's 5 seconds to the end of the first quarter. And the Tigers
will call timeout.
And again, they may
kick a field goal.
They may try a field goal, and they want to win to their back.
Yes.
So that is a good. See what they're doing. Let's see if Jason Lee comes out with a tee. But I think that was the thought. Let's take, if we're going to kick a field goal, let's take that 2 seconds.
Take the win.
That would be Mount Pleasant's 2nd time out, both coming in the first quarter of play. 0-0 score. Great ball game.
What was the length of that field goal last week, Coach?
41
yards.
The field goal that Denton Ryan missed, one of the gentlemen that I work with said, how come y'all didn't pick up? They didn't take the ball back to where it was placed down because it was missed. They carried it back to the 20, and they said, y'all didn't pick it up. Figured y'all would catch that. I said, well, that's the way starting the year again.
No, that's the way it is in high school ball. In pro ball, you take it back to the place where it's kicked. But in high school ball, that's the same thing as a touchback. When you go into the end zone, you bring it out to the 20, just like you're kicking off.
I think, Coach Williams, that's changed in high school ball, too. This is one of the referees, and he was telling me about that. He said, okay, Jason Lee with Justin Hawkins to hold. This is going to be 35, which will make it 45 yards. 2 seconds left, first quarter.
Well, he's going to place that on the 36-yard line.
Right at the 36, so you're talking right at 46 yards. Like that motion movement. That ball's going to be just a little bit short, going to hit about the end zone line, which would have made it 5-6 yards short probably to get over in there. But Daingerfield may have been offside. There was some movement. If so, that's going to make it interesting because it is going to be a penalty. That's going to put it closer to a first down, Coach McDaniel. And they'll have to run this play again, too, before the quarter's over, even though it ran out.
Let's try it again.
And if you have the penalty, that's going to make it 4th and close to 2, maybe. Somewhere along 1.
No, they're taking their offense back on the field.
If so, then they're going to go for that. This could be a real critical mistake, penalty-wise, for the Daingerfield Tigers. Let's see where he puts it. About a yard, 4th and a yard. So Mount Pleasant offense back on the field.
Hey, we need to be real careful here not to get a delay of penalty. Or penalty for delay of game here with 15, 14 seconds. We've got to hurry up.
9 seconds, and you can see they don't want to turn around and give it right back to them. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Mike going to have to hurry. 2, 1, and they did get it off and gave it to fullback, and Brandon Griffin is going to get the first down. Big play stopped by number 30 of the Daingerfield Tigers, Nikhil Williams. And that means that clock, that's the end of the first quarter play. Score 0-0. We'll be back in just a moment.
And that will officially end the second quarter. And we'll change it.
A computer is a wonderful tool. We use them in our homes for information, education, and entertainment. We use them in our businesses to improve organization, increase efficiency, productivity, and profits. But what happens when your computer fails? That's when you need to call Jet Computers in Mount Pleasant, where our expert computer technicians can repair or update your computer or have them design a new computer tailored to your needs. That's Jet Computers in Mount Pleasant, specializing first in service, then in sales.
Okay, back. We've got motion ball at about the 7-yard line. Going to give it to number 5. He's going to get into that.
Touchdown,
Touchdown, Mount Pleasant Tigers. And we apologize because we've got commercial timeouts that we've got to show you. We missed a great run. The play before that down to about the 7 or 8-yard line. I was trying to see, gentlemen, the running back that took that one in. Was that number 5?
Number 5.
That's Kevin Williams, another running back that Mount Pleasant Tigers have gotten, just an off-tackle play. But just took that ball in for the score. Mount Pleasant Tigers, 11:25 left in this second quarter of play. Goes on the board first, Jason Lee, to attempt the PAT. A little bit high. Justin Hawkins does an excellent job getting it down. The ball's going to be good. How important, men, are the holders? Justin Hawkins really reached up, pulled it down. Jason was patient enough, kicked it through. Big point. 7-0. Mount Pleasant leads 11:25 left until halftime. But again, just like we said, we got to allow for the commercial break, and we had a great run. The play leading up to the touchdown that Kevin Williams run, and it was just a little pitch sweep, and he had a great block outside by Luis Cervantes, and I'm not sure, I thought it was Corbin Elliott, but it could have been Kevin Williams that carried that. Of course, if we don't see it on the tape, it doesn't matter if we miss it or not.
Elliott was a ball carrier in that play before.
What a nice block, nice run down to around the 7. Kevin Williams takes him to 7. Jason Lee kicks the PAT. 7-0. Mount Pleasant leads.
The penalty against the Daingerfield Tigers gave the Mount Pleasant Tigers new life. They had the ball on the 19-yard line as we started the second quarter of play. And I should say Corbin Elliott took it from the 19, running it down to the 7-yard line, and Kevin Williams carried it in from the 7. PAT was good, and the Mount Pleasant Tigers lead in this ball game with 11 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play by a score of 7-0. And they're keying it up. Herndon is keying it up on the 40-yard line, getting ready to kick off to number 20, Eric Woods, in the middle.
Montoya Brown, and also number 5, Cedric Mitchell.
Also number 5, Cedric Mitchell, and number 22, Montoya Brown.
Aaron Herndon, Aaron is number 24 junior. Last week he had some pretty good kickoffs. One, and he really just two-stepped it and really hit them good. Of course, they're bringing, they again scouted, they're bringing Montoya Brown, kind of bringing him over toward the hash mark, thinking the ball won't be kicked quite into that corner.
Well, kicking into that wind, they don't think it's going to make it into the end zone because it's a pretty stiff wind blowing. into the face of Herndon as he get ready to kick this ball off.
Hey, Herndon, 2 steps it again. Oh, it's one of those backwards kicks, just a freak type kick, and they're going to get to take the ball inside of Mount Pleasant's 45-yard line, about the 42-yard line. Boy, what a break there. He just really squibbed it, kind of hit it on the side, didn't mean to. He probably raised his head too quick, and it came off the side of his foot. Looked like a shank shot in golf or something, and I mean, it just went straight to the sideline.
Well, Daingerfield get that ball right there, and what it means is this kickoff is going to travel about 2 yards. And so kicking off from the 40-yard line, illegal procedure, and Daingerfield is going to take it right there.
Illegal motion against Mount Pleasant is declined by Daingerfield.
Okay, break for the Daingerfield Tigers. Ball at the Mount Pleasant 43. Michael Boyd, number 11, should be the quarterback. Number 77, Cody Shirley, the offensive center. Should see Montoya Brown, number 22, is the tailback. Hall in motion left, turn, give it to Brown. Going to look for daylight. Number 4 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers doing a nice job. Antoine Sanders.
Montoya Brown. Picking up about 3 yards on the play, brought down by Antoine Sanders for Mount Pleasant. It's going to be second.
Give them somewhere around 3 yards. Second 7, ball out around the 40-yard line of the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
We have a set of lost keys.
Bobby, just a fullback leading up in there with the tailback. Tough blocking up in there. Good defense of Mount Pleasant Tigers. Tough running on the Daingerfield Tigers.
Boyd, second and 7. Real quick, ball's on the ground. And again, you can see kind of a first game type situation for the Blue Tigers. But Boyd got on his own fumble. Another lineman we've not called, 68, Chuck Mason. That's another mistake that kind of haunts the coaches, because you pick up about 3 yards, lose a yard or so, and now it becomes 3rd and long. Flanker right.
Not look for a draw right here, Bobby.
Mitchell
Option,
Flanker, here's the
outside,
option.
cut up.
Keep it, and Mount Pleasant has Andrell Palmer. Number 4, also Antoine Sanders, and I missed the 3rd one, but Williams, about the quarterback Boyd for the Blue Tigers. They're trying to make sure they keep the pitch away from Montoya Brown.
Yes.
They don't want him to pitch the ball there and say, hey, we'll let Michael Boyd, he is a sophomore, we'll let him try to hurt us. Now it's 4th and 5, so Blue Tigers from Daingerfield going on 4th 5. 2 tight ends, full house backfield. They're going to turn, they're going to throw a play action. Got a great play defensively by Lee Etheridge. What a great play. Number 5 for the Daingerfield Tigers is Cedric Mitchell. Just a little fake to Montoya Brown. Raise up, hit number 5, Cedric Mitchell in the flat. Lee Etheridge, number 6 with Mount Pleasant Tigers. Makes a great stop, turns the ball over, 1st and 10.
That's a fantastic job by Lee to get to make that tackle, and ended up being his 4th down, and did not make the 1st and 10. It goes over to the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Great coverage on his part.
Got 9:19 left until half. Mount Pleasant 7, Daingerfield 0. Andre Williams, luck got hung up there. Andre Williams, number 11, brings the Mount Pleasant Tigers out. Full house backfield. We got Smith in there. There's Kevin Williams again, and Kevin's got a little more slash, quickness type, a little different runner than Corbin Elliott.
Bobby, it looked like just little high knee action in there, and he is fixing to come out of there. Of course, here again, defense, Mount Pleasant, Daingerfield are basically the same defense, and it's very, very tough to run up in that middle from tackle to tackle. When you have that halfback in motion, all that is just an extra lineman, except he's behind the lineman and gets the block. Double power to the right.
Also number 79 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers in the ball game at that right tackle. don't show a 79. I believe that, yeah, right tackle 79, but I don't show a 79 on the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Probably had somebody to move just a little early. Illegal procedure, and the ball will go back 5 yards, and now it's 2nd and 11.
Looks like Chad McBride, number 66, in at right guard. 79, I do not have a number. Try to get him in just a moment. That's 2nd. Again, there's kind of a mental mistake there. 2nd, scoreboard has 12. 2nd and 12. Ball at about the 33-yard line. Williams, turn, fake, little crossing action. Kevin Williams, again, going to pick up 4 or 5 yards. Going to be stopped by a host of Blue Tigers.
Picked up about 6, Bobby. Just he never really got his speed up, but he was doing a lot of going back and forth, trying to find an area to pop it through there. Daingerfield just a great job in keeping him kind of bottled up there, but still picked up 6 yards.
Nakia Williams was the key player, I think probably the first one on the stop for the Daingerfield Tigers. Mount Pleasant, 3rd down and 5, high backfield with Grant and Williams. Turn, fake, just gives it ball. Grant just almost popped it, but a nice stop.
51.
Number 51, and I believe 9 also for the Daingerfield Tigers. 9 is David King. 51 is Ricky Mims. Nice play for the Daingerfield Tigers. Brings up 4th down and 1 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Look for Eric Woods to go deep for the Daingerfield Tigers. Adam Crump to punt the ball away for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. 7:09 left in the first half of play. Mount Pleasant 7, Daingerfield 0. Eric Woods will be about to 24. Bad snap, or picked. I wasn't watching Adam Crump, but I saw the ball rolling on the ground. Another turnover.
Mishandled the ball, Bobby. Didn't pick it up clean, and got away from him. Big play here.
I wasn't watching the snap, Mike, so I didn't know if it was a fair snap, bounced in there.
It was a little bit low.
Okay, big play for the Daingerfield Tigers. Daingerfield, again, ball at the 34 roughly, pretty close to 35, but eye backs behind Boyd. Turn, fake, looking down the field.
Hey.
Got a man running wide open. Let's see how Corbin Elliott stays with him. Did a good job kind of staying with number 30 of the Blue Tigers, and that number 30 was Nakia Williams. Corbin Elliott really had to work hard to get back in coverage, and the ball was kind of thrown out of bounds. They were actually, after that big mistake, Mike, they were going for what you're talking about, going for the big play. And a lot of teams do that. Try to catch you a little bit down as a group. You're just kind of not mentally in the game. Mitchell is the flanker right. Oh, there was a little mix-up then, and number 57 and number 7 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. 57, Brett Ronderman. 7 is Aaron Smith. And you can see all the linemen pulled and come left, and the tailback was going right, quarterback was going right, so we had a little miscommunication. They're going to see illegal procedure, and you know Mount Pleasant will take the penalty. So that will bring up 3rd and about 15.
They're going to decline this one and take the loss.
Because it'll still be...
I meant decline it. That's that sounds like me last week, or asking about the coaches. They're going to take the play, is what I was going to say, but didn't come out that way. 3rd and about 16. Seeing a little mistakes by both teams right now. It's kind of unusual after Mount Pleasant played a pretty airless ball game last week in Mesquite. There's your draw. We've seen that draw, and a good play by number 70, Shedrick Brown. The Mount Pleasant Tigers really doing a good job. Now that brings up a 4th down and about 17, punting down for the Daingerfield Tigers.
Mount Pleasant bring up 4th down and near 20 yards.
Roddy Simpson and Courtney Miller, I believe, will be back Number 80, Adam Hall, punt the ball away for the Daingerfield Tigers. We'll see a timeout on the field by the Mount Pleasant Tigers. So that'll be the last timeout for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. 5:42 left in the first half play. Mount Pleasant 7, Daingerfield Tigers 0.
Okay, Bobby and Willie. After that touchdown, when we kicked off and the ball came off the side of the foot of the kicker, they started on like the 42, and then ended up we mishandled the ball down here on the punt, and they ended up inside the 30-yard line, or around the 30. I'm sorry, around the 34-yard line. And here again, Mount Pleasant say, hey, let's call timeout and make sure that we don't mishandle this thing and give them the ball down on the 5 or 10-yard line. Of course, Daingerfield saying, let's get the ball high and let it hit in around the 10, die in that area. Let's get them deep. If they touch it, let's put a lick on them and try to make them fumble the ball deep in their territory.
Adam Hall to punt the ball, standing about his own 45. Punting toward the, we're going to go toward the sideline. Ball's going to be picked up. There it is on the ground, and you can't pick it up. Daingerfield's going to get it again. You got to lay down on that one. I believe 31 was the one that ended up with the ball for the Daingerfield Tigers. 31 is Marcella Peters.
If it holds true, Willie, we're looking at power, eye.
Well, the Daingerfield Tigers has had some opportunities now for the last 3 series that they've had the ball. This is a real critical mistake here. You got to handle that ball, but once it's on the ground, you got to fall on the ball. You can't try to pick it up.
Ball's on the 6-yard line, and as you say, they're in that power eye right formation.
And look at the splits in the line. Look at the splits. They're going to have a lot of gaps. Got motion, turn, give it to Matoya Brown, and he's hunting for that goal line. Going to take it out to 2. You got Corbin Elliott, Adam, and Tony Grant on the stop for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Going to be hard to keep them out of that end zone. They can line up and make that same kind of yardage. I believe they spotted the ball around the 3. 5:12 left until half. 7-0 Mount Pleasant leads. You don't want to give a team life with giving them 3 chances down probably inside the 40-yard line. Power eye, got some wide splits, got your motion, got the same look. You'd think you're probably going the opposite way, and they did. And there's a real shoulder effort by one Mount Pleasant Tiger, but you need to wrap them up.
Got to wrap them up.
Brown takes that ball into right at the goal line.
Bobby, Brown did a tremendous job just getting back to the line of scrimmage with the lick that was laid on him. That shows you what type of back that he's capable of being. When you get that type of lick, don't go down. That's hard running on his part. What a lick.
Okay, look like Sanders, Elliott, and Shedrick Brown on the stop for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. And again, about a half-yard from that goal line. You look, just, again, got motion. They just going to come, here we come. You got some movement. Mount Pleasant probably going to be, and that probably, Mount Pleasant's pointing against Daingerfield, but Daingerfield's pointing against Mount Pleasant.
Looked like the right tight end moved just a little bit too early.
You're saying defensively, Coach?
Offense.
Okay, I saw some movement from Mount Pleasant. It is an illegal procedure. Could be a big penalty. Got a little antsy. Sometimes you'll see a defensive man kind of move, and you want to come on off the ball too quick.
And what happened, the Mount Pleasant man did move, but in getting back, the Daingerfield man moved just a little bit early on the right offensive side, and that's a no-no. So they lost 5 yards.
Daingerfield takes a timeout. 4:13 left until halftime. 7-0 Mount Pleasant leads.
Big penalty that time for the Mount Pleasant Tigers, and a tough one for the Daingerfield Tigers as the ball was on the 1-yard line with the 5-yard penalty. That's moving it back to the 6-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down now and 6 yards to go for a touchdown. We have 4 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the first half of play. The Mount Pleasant Tigers leads in this ball game by a score of 7-0 with Daingerfield knocking at the door. the first quarter, there were 2 turnovers. Mount Pleasant had 1 pass interception. Daingerfield had 1 fumble. And each team ended up the first quarter with a turnover. In this quarter, each team has lost 1 fumble. And so that's 2 turnovers each for both ball clubs here. And we talked at the beginning of this game that it was pretty much going to come down to execution, the one that was going to finally end up winning this ball game. You talked, Mike, a little bit ago about the ball on the 42-yard line after Mount Pleasant kicked off. There were several exchanges there, and when it was all said and done, and after several exchanges, the ball was still on the 42-yard line, just like it was on the kickoff.
Okay, the Daingerfield Tigers, Michael Boyd, the quarterback, 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line, just outside the 5, close to the 6. 2 tight ends, full house backfield behind Boyd. Big call right here, got you motion, so you think maybe they're going to fake this one. There's a quick pitch, just trying to go wide, and he's going to take it to the end zone, and he got in for the touchdown. Did a good job, brought the motion back this way, did a quick pitch, this power sweep type quick pitch to the right. Mount Pleasant couldn't really keep containment. Montoya Brown takes it in for the touchdown. 7-6, waiting on the PAT.
Was that 22, Bobby Wallace?
Brown. Montoya Brown.
Oh, I'm sorry. 22, okay.
He hunted that goal line, Mike. He really, about
when he got the quick pitch, Bobby, you could see him headed to that flag, and he turned the afterburners on.
Okay, Adam Hall to try the PAT for the Daingerfield Tigers. Good snap. Ball's kind of sideways. It was to the side. It looked like a number 6, Lee Etheridge, making the stop on number 3, Russell Garner. It looked like a great snap, but it was to the right side of the holder, not toward the T side, and he couldn't put it back, so he had to try to do something. So 7-6, Mount Pleasant still leads. 4:07 left until halftime.
Great job by Lee. Bobby, he gets the man mishandled the ball, and he gets him down, and that was not able to make that extra point. So Mount Pleasant leads 7-6. Those little mistakes and little mental things, as you said, Bobby, it was to the right just a little bit. It looked like to me
almost behind him.
Behind him, really, and just could not get a hold of it.
But a game like that, 7-6, 3 points for Daingerfield could win your ball game. So you're just looking at 1 score for the Daingerfield Tigers.
Well, I tell you what, Bobby, you can look over here into the crowd, and you can see all the people over here, and this side's full, and we really have a good group here tonight. A lot of people here, fans here, and then we got a real beautiful full moon up here. Just a great night for football, Willie.
This is what Texas is all about on Friday nights. All the people come out to watch the football from their favorite high school football team.
Adam Hall, number 80, will be the kicker for the Daingerfield Tigers. Going deep for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Corwin Elliott will be in the middle of the field. Number 21 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. See Roddy Simpson to the near side, toward the home side. And 21 is Marcel Cheatham.
Roddy Simpson. Adam Hall will be
3 turnovers eventually ended up in Daingerfield scoring a touchdown there, and you have a type offense like Daingerfield and Mount Pleasant, you give them 3 time shots at it, and they're going to get it in there probably 99% of the time, 1 out of those 3 shots.
Okay, Hall about ready to kick off for the Daingerfield Tigers. Nice kick, deep kick. Roddy Simpson about there. It's going to be a touchback over the goal line. Touchback. Mount Pleasant Tigers has the ball at the 20. 1st and 10.
Bobby, the winds look like it's picked up a little bit more than what it was when we first started the game. And, that win in that second half is going to be very important, I feel like, if it continues to pick up like this.
You can see what Adam Hall might could do with a field goal. I realize that was a running kick there, but he's got a strong leg. He gets the ball with that wind behind him trying to field goal. He might win that ball game.
Well, we have 4 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the first half of play. The Mount Pleasant Tigers take over on their own 20-yard line, and they need to try to get something going here. And you know, Daingerfield is going to be digging in, trying their best to stop the running game.
There's Corwin Elliott off right tackle, number 44, Lee Cowan, and number 75 for the Daingerfield Tigers making the stop. It's Brandon Barber. Of course, Lee Cowan from that linebacker position. Second and 8 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Andre Williams got Corey Fuller as the man in motion. Turn, give it to Elliott. Corey almost breaking it out, getting a good contact from Eric Woods, number 20.
Bobby, if Eric Woods had to make that last hit there, looked like Elliott was fixing to kind of bounce on outside and go down that sideline.
Cedric Mitchell also on the stop for the Blue Tigers. Going to bring up around third and 5, ball at the 25-yard line.
And that clock is running.
Fuller will be the slot to the right. Roddy Simpson will be the split end. There's your draw. Both teams show you that draw, but they're also looking for that draw. I'm not sure who the first man on stop. Number 9, I know, was in there. Number 77. Number 9 was David King. Number 77 is Cody Shirley. So fourth down. 2:33 left as he'll have. 7-6. Mount Pleasant leads the Daingerfield Tigers.
Bobby, with this win and where they're at on the field, if we don't get off a good punt and get a good coverage, they get a good return on this, they're going to be knocking at the door again. And with this win, they get down to the 20-25. You're probably going to, if it gets down to fourth down, you're probably looking at a field goal.
If you'll remember last week, Denton Ryan had some pretty good pressure on the punting game of Mount Pleasant. Blocked that first punt, had some pretty good pressure the second time. Of course, Adam Crump, the punter for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. And we've seen a couple of snaps and mishandled punts, snaps in the first half, so they might try to put a little bit of pressure. They feel like with the wind in Mount Pleasant's face that Daingerfield will get the ball back in pretty good field position. But again, they may put a little pressure from the outside like Denton Ryan did and see if they can block the punt.
What they will be looking for is not to rough the punter and get a penalty here, but you can rest assured that they're going to come real hard at the punter.
Well, I notice now, Coach Williams, they backed 4 people back like they're going to try a return, and there's a bad snap, but Crump gets it off. Woods is trying to go get it, and he usually plays it. He let it bounce. He's going to pick it up. I've seen him do that before, and he's dangerous when he does that. You've got number 8, Hawkins, making the stop. Justin Hawkins making the stop for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Good punt.
Especially when it's not a real clean snap. But the Daingerfield Tigers get the ball at their own 38-yard line. 2:23 left until half. 7-6. Mount Pleasant leads the Daingerfield Tigers.
That's about a 35-yard punt into the wind, so that's not real bad for the way the wind is blowing and punting that ball into the wind.
Daingerfield's kind of spread everybody out. Got a man in the slot, flanker to the right, and got Mount Pleasant kind of running around. And got movement.
I think we are right in. Moved his hand.
Just had a single back behind the quarterback, Montoya Brown. Had a slot to the left, flanker to the right, split into the left. It's a passing formation, but when you got a great runner like Montoya Brown, you look for them to still run the ball from that position. They want to spread the defense a little bit and see if they can get the ball down the field, maybe kick a long field goal.
Bobby, if you remember last week, it just took one play, went 80 yards. And we've got to really be on our toes here with 2:23. We've got them backed up. The Mount Pleasant Tigers got the Daingerfield Tigers backed up. So, but a big play here could put them right back in the thick of things.
Same formation, option
outside.
Down the line,
There
got
it
it to
is.
Brown. Corwin Elliott throwing the shoulder. Brandon Griffin trying to hold him, and Mondrell Palmer, but nice run. Gonna pick up that about 10, 11 yards, so the penalty kept them from making a first down. They're going to try to get in now of the huddle. 2nd and 4, 2 minutes left until half. 7-6, Mount Pleasant leads.
Real good job. Real good job by the quarterback going to the inside, attacking that man, pitching the ball out quick to the tailback, and he really does a good job getting upfield.
Okay, Mitchell is the flanker to the right. Looks like Williams split into left. Woods is your slot. Turn, fake, looking down the field, going to throw it in the flat. What a catch. Eric Woods has got a good pair of hands. What a nice catch. Went up high, stretched, got it. They see that they can take the ball and score.
Hey, Bobby, he got out of bounds, and that stopped the clock without using a timeout.
1st and 10, ball at the Mount Pleasant 42. Michael Boyd, we see the talent of Eric Woods. He can run punch back, catch the ball, play a good defense. Now they go back kind of to the fullback tailback set behind Michael Boyd. Brown, they're going to go straight back, just going to lay it up. And
Elliott's in good.
Great shape by Corwin Elliott. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 for the Daingerfield Tigers.
Bobby, the defensive back, the offensive end, both looking at the ball. Their feet get tangled up and they fall.
And that was Nakia Williams just running a go pattern straight down the field. Great coverage by Corwin Elliott. 1:28 left until halftime, 7-6. Mount Pleasant leads the Daingerfield Tigers. Eric Woods now goes flanker to the right. 2 tight ends. Michael Boyd, the quarterback, 2nd and 10. There's your fake, looking down the field. Got good pressure by the Mount Pleasant Tigers. He gets out, still running. And number 4 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers finally had a couple of shots at him. Antoine Sanders had missed him earlier, came back. When Boyd cut back, Antoine Sanders put a head and shoulder into him, knocks him down. Going to bring 3rd and 12 for the Daingerfield Tigers. Ball at the 45. 1 minute left until halftime.
Bobby, a great job of Mount Pleasant defense, but what a job by the quarterback.
He kept himself running, Mike, and he just breaks a couple more tackles, then he's got some running room. Woods again is your flanker to the right, back straight, and throwing it a little bit long, and Mondrell Palmer gets the interception, going to try to bring it back up the field, got a couple of blocks. Looking for some running room, going to try to outrun 51. I see a flag.
Flag.
And Palmer's going to take it out of bounds after the interception. You're going to see probably a clip or a push in the back. But again, a turnover, 30 seconds left.
Well, right in the middle of the field, one of the Mount Pleasant Tigers just reached out and grabbed onto the jersey of one of the Daingerfield Tigers there. And so we're going to have a hold. I don't know what else is going to be, but he just reached out and just caught a hold to the Daingerfield Tigers jersey.
He just decided that guy wasn't going to make the stop, did he? He said, I'll keep you from making it.
Back in the old coaching days, I'd tell the defensive backs, if they get by you, grab them or tackle them or do something. I'd rather have the penalty than the touchdown. Okay, let's see what they called here.
But either way it goes, it's going to be Mount Pleasant Tiger football with 30 seconds remaining in the first half of play.
And I look for Mount Pleasant to run about one play and go in at halftime with a lead 7-6.
Personal foul, blocking below the waist.
Just an old typical Daingerfield Mount Pleasant game, Bobby. 7-6, and Willie back and forth, and it's been talked about all week. You rarely look at one team, you're looking at the other team. Same offenses and same defenses, but I still can't help but a little bit later on in this ball game, something might be just a little bit different to norm that you might see later.
There were multiple penalties on that play. There was blocking below the waist, a clipping, and it's a 15-yard penalty against the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Probably the last play. I'm sure it will be. 30 seconds left to go until halftime. Andre Williams kind of directing the people. They're going to back up. Going to just touch it on the knee, and that'll take it into halftime. Still an interesting ball game. Either team is in this, but it's so typical of the last couple of years of the Mount Pleasant Tigers and Daingerfield Tigers. They've got 18 seconds.
Hey, Bobby, you might mention last night's football games.
Well, the freshman won, and it was somewhere around 30 to 8, and the Mount Pleasant freshman 30 to 8, 12 to 6. Mount Pleasant Junior Varsity over Daingerfield. That's the end of the first half of play. Mount Pleasant Tigers lead the Daingerfield Tigers 7-6. We'll be back for the third quarter kickoff in just a moment.
I said, are you good at working with people on a budget?
I said, that's my job, ma'am.
So I said, I've shopped other places.
I said, that means you'll like our price even better.
I was tough, but he worked with me every step of the way. I got the car I wanted and the payment I needed. I'm happy.
Like I said, that's my job.
You're gonna love it at Sandland Motors. We're positive.
A wonderful piece of Texas history and tradition can be found at exit 146 and I-30 in Mount Vernon, Texas. The Prairie Station Restaurant offers a dining experience that combines a rustic atmosphere and air-conditioned comfort. Prairie Station Restaurant offers luscious lunches and delicious dinners, including chicken fried steaks, barbecued ribs, catfish, enchiladas, fajita chicken salad, and appetizers. Bring the whole family for all-you-can-eat nights at the Prairie Station Restaurant in Mount Vernon, Texas.
Guarantee Bank can assist you with all of your lending needs. Vice President Sarah Neal and Lee Taylor will help you with your mortgage financing that will best suit your needs. Senior Vice President of Lending Mike Ray and Steve Russell, VP, are proud of the fact that Guarantee was ranked #1 in small business lending for 3 consecutive years. And the experienced staff can take care of any business needs you may have. Come by today and let Guarantee Bank help make your dreams become reality.
Margie's Mill Direct Carpet at 1416 Linda Drive across from the Daingerfield Lone Star High School. They have the finest quality and name brand selection of all types of floor coverings, including Carpet Direct from Dalton, Georgia Carpet Mills. Installation is available and we do offer financing. Free estimates and shop-at-home service is also available. Call 903-645-2387 or toll-free 1-800-694-9619.
Stadium in Daingerfield, where the Mount Pleasant Tigers lead the Daingerfield Tigers 7-6. Coach Williams, you got some stats there. Let's talk the stats and then talk a little bit about this first half.
Can't get much closer than the stats will show in this first half of play. First downs, Mount Pleasant had 4, Daingerfield had 4. Mount Pleasant rushed the football 20 times for a total of 58 yards. Daingerfield rushed the football 19 times for a total of 44 yards. Passing yards, Mount Pleasant didn't have any. Daingerfield had 15. Total yardage for Mount Pleasant, 58. Total yardage for Daingerfield, 59. Mount Pleasant had 1. They did not complete any passes. They threw 1 and had 1 intercepted. Daingerfield threw 6. Completed 2, had 1 intercepted. Punts, Mount Pleasant punted 2 times for a total of 36.5-yard average. Daingerfield punted 2 times for a 38-yard average. Fumbles, Mount Pleasant had 1 fumble and they lost it. Daingerfield had 3 fumbles and they lost 1 out of 3. Penalty yards, this is the big edge right here. Mount Pleasant had 2 penalties for a total of 20 yards. Daingerfield had 6 for a total of 35 yards. The Daingerfield Tigers scored on a 6-yard run by Brown with 4:07 remaining in the second quarter. The PAT was no good. Mount Pleasant scored in the second quarter with 11 minutes and 25 seconds. The PAT was good, and they lead, as you say, by a score of 7-6.
Hey, Mike Fields, Mount Pleasant lucky just to be ahead 7-6 with the mistakes of giving Daingerfield chances to score.
That's exactly right, Bobby. Daingerfield had...
Herndon kicks off. Going to go to Eric Woods at 14, right straight up the middle, trying to work outside, get some running room.
Eric Woods.
Going to be stopped by number 21, I believe, of the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Go ahead, Mike. Let me give you that number. That was Marcel Cheatham. Go ahead.
Daingerfield could very easily be 14-7 or maybe even 21-7. Of course, here again, the Tiger defense really rose to the occasion, and they stopped them when they had to. Of course, you keep letting them knock at that door, and they're going to get in there, and that's exactly what happened. Good job on Daingerfield's part. Brown running to that end zone and getting the touchdown.
Okay, Michael Boyd, quarterback, come out running tailback. Montoya Brown just duffing it. Having Brandon Griffin kind of hanging on. Also 67, Brian Goolsby. And Grant wasn't going to pick up. I mean, really charged ahead. Got about 6 yards. Offensive line for the Daingerfield Tigers did a good job coming off the ball.
Bob, it looked like he got behind that left guard, left tackle there, and just, boy, boom, boom, just churning those legs, picking up good yardage. It took the Mount Pleasant Tigers 6 yards before they could get him down.
No, Brantley was doing a good job. Cody Shirley also in there. Got 3 backs. Here they just come straight in them. Fullback just straight ahead. Brandon Griffin, Shedrick Brown for the stop for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Looks like going to be close for a first down. Fullback probably Ronnie Jones taking the ball. 11 minutes left in third quarter play. 7-6 Mount Pleasant Tigers lead.
It's going to be, looks like maybe a little bit short, Bobby. They're going to measure just a quick hitter to the fullback. The tailback goes to the left. The right half goes to the right end. Fullback just a quick hitter up the middle. They base block that thing. Fullback's very, very quick. Picks up very close, just a little bit short of being first and 10.
Well, Ricky Mims doing a good job in there too at that offensive, I believe, a right tackle. 52. We don't have a 52, so I can't tell you. He's been playing a lot of offensive right guard for the Daingerfield Tigers. Going to be third and less than a yard.
Bobby, Willie, you talking about statistics. You can't get them any closer than that.
Can't get much closer than that, and the score with 7-6, and that's closed also.
Number 9, David King at the halfback on the right side. Third and short. Tailback Brown, they're going to see it may be a motion penalty called by the referee. It is motion, so that's another critical penalty with third and less than a yard. I'm going to put it now closer third and 6. Yep. Daingerfield Tigers did some of that same mental mistakes in that first half of play, but they had opportunities 2 or 3 times inside the 40-yard line of Mount Pleasant, chances to get it some points on the board. Didn't take advantage of all of them, and then Mount Pleasant tried to field a punt around the 6-yard line, lost control of it, and the Daingerfield Tigers took it in from that point, scored, but they had a bad snap on the extra point to keep it from tying it up, so Mount Pleasant still has a 7-6 lead. Williams will be he's coming off the field. They got a timeout on the field. Daingerfield calls timeout. Third and 6, 10:35 left, third quarter. 7-6 Mount Pleasant leads.
Well, Bobby, as we were talking about there just a little bit ago about it could have been 14-7, maybe 21-7. There was 3 different opportunities. I think they from the 42, the 36, and then down on our 5 or 6 yard line that Mount Pleasant turned the ball over to Daingerfield, and they had some opportunities there. But here again, this type of offense that both teams are running are just alike. They pretty well know what each other's trying to do and what they're trying to accomplish. And what you're looking at ball control here. And if you remember last week, the reason good running back over there didn't have, he had a lot of yardage, but he had most of that on just one play. But the reason he didn't have the big yardage was because we didn't let the offense on the field. We kept it away from them. We just kept churning away. 2 outstanding defenses I see here tonight, and the offenses are still trying to get things put together, but I think you're going to see a lot of things from both these teams in the future.
Notice Eric Woods went in the ball game, and he can catch the football. He's going to be the flanker on the left side.
And look who's covering him.
You've got Corbin Elliott covering him for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Got your quick pitch. Mount Pleasant got it strung out really good. I mean, excellent. With number 3 making the stop for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. That is Miller, Courtney Miller, and number 9 really doing a good job too. Kind of stringing it out was Adam Crump.
Don't let that man get outside you, and that's what happened. Good job. Mr. Miller really did a fantastic job
Tigers trying to get a man off the field is going to cost him a penalty. And it was a bad punt too. But that's going to be a penalty, going to bring up 4th and about 1, and trying to get off the field.
Okay, they're going to come back and they're going to punt it over, Bobby.
Yeah, and they couldn't get him past the head linesman. The head linesman couldn't keep from calling it. He was still running off the field. Penalty is going to bring it around 4th and 1. Gives the Daingerfield Tigers a chance to re-punt. This might be a time if, of course, Coach McFarland would be really gambling, catching Mount Pleasant kind of in a, kind of a situation where they're not mentally ready. You got an illegal participation, but if they wanted to, this might be time you'd call, fake it, snap it to a short back, but you better make it, because don't you give Mount Pleasant a chance to carry it in for about 35 yards and beat you. All right, going to see the penalty marched off against Mount Pleasant. That should bring up, again, 4th down. Mount Pleasant should send Roddy Simpson back deep. Which McFarland is going to talk to 80 Adam Hall, his punter. And I mean, it is close. There's one of those you could say, Mike, you might make that little attempt. They'd be hard for him. But they're going to go ahead and punt that ball away. They feel like if Mount Pleasant makes a mistake, Daingerfield feels like if Mount Pleasant makes a mistake, then they might get a touchdown down on the other end of the field or get the ball in good field position. Hall to punt the ball away. Roddy Simpson. Good snap. Nice. Kind of off the side of his foot. Roddy calls fair catch. Catches it on his knee. Down to 34. 1st and 10.
Like to see that ball, catch that ball. Don't let it get on the ground. Good job. And Bobby, also you're looking at here, you're not going to gamble here. 4th quarter, Daingerfield's going to have the wind to their back. If they get within striking distance of that goal post where they can kick that field goal, and it's still tied 7-6, that gives them a win. And, go ahead. Well, you just don't take a chance on this early in the 3rd quarter.
We talked about who was going to take the win beginning of the 3rd quarter, and Mount Pleasant decided to take the win, kicking off, and they're hoping to capitalize and get a score here in this 3rd quarter of play.
Here.
Looking downfield, and Williams is in trouble, but he gets kind of breaks away, and he's trying to get a little running room, does a little dance. He's fixing to get struck. Like to let that ball get away from him. I tell you, he did a good job getting back to the line of scrimmage. And what they did, they went play action fake with Corwin Elliott first play, trying to get Adam Crump really on a deep post pattern or flag pattern, trying to work him to the outside.
Tell you what, Daingerfield had him covered all the way back here, Bobby. That says a lot about the secondary staying with their man.
I think they were looking for something a little bit different. I really thought Mount Pleasant might try to play like that the first play of the ball game when they had it on offense. They did it coming out of the half. 2nd and 10, ball at the Mount Pleasant 35. We got Smith in the slot. Williams back, gives it to Elliott. Elliott trying to work outside. The Daingerfield Tigers with number 44. That's Lee Cowan. And number 5, Cedric Mitchell. We've called Cowan a lot of times a real active linebacker. They've got three active linebackers in there.
And about 8.5.
Probably Nakia Williams and Lee Cowan, and I'm trying to think, maybe David King, I believe, is that other linebacker. Pretty active. 3rd and 9, 8:56 left in the 3rd quarter. 7-6 Mount Pleasant lead.
Bobby, we just tried to break it off outside our right tackle. Dangerfield really coming hard. Good defensive job on that left defensive side.
Here's the option. We haven't seen the option that much, but not going to get the first down. Punting down to Mount Pleasant Tigers. Williams is keepers. Number 72 and 77. Making them stop. Cody Shirley. And 72 is Alan Brantley. Called his name. Probably should have a few times. He's had a good ball game for the Daingerfield Tigers. Punting down. Again, you send Eric Woods deep, and he doesn't like to see that ball on the ground. He likes to pick it up on the hop in the air and get some positive yardage. Adam Crump. Mount Pleasant Tigers have struggled a little bit in their punting game, or a whole lot, if we want to say that. Either the ball's not been snapped real good, mishandled. There it is again. Adam does a good job as a shortstop. Nice punt. Eric Woods is going to take it back now. Here's the wall on this side. Going to just take it up.
Oh, me.
Better hang on to him. He's a good little running back, receiver, whatever. However, 57, Brett Ronderman making a stop for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Now, Bobby, I thought he was going to go everywhere but the direction he went.
Okay, I believe.
Right up through the Tigers.
I believe Kevin Williams
Mount
might have
Pleasant Tigers.
helped on the stop also. Ball at the 36-yard line of the Daingerfield Tigers. 1st and 10, 7:49 left, third quarter play. 7-6, Mount Pleasant leads. 31, Marcelo Peters going in the ball game too, offensively. Boyd, the quarterback. 1st and 10. Turn just a little, kind of a reverse backhand to the fullback. We got number 40, Brendan Griffin, making a stop for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Gonna give him 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
Looked like we were trying to trap in there, and the linebacker closed down and really just stuffed everything to the inside. Quarterback reversed out, and the fullback took kind of a step straight ahead and then cut back trying to follow that guard, and there just was nothing there.
David King in the ball game for the Daingerfield Tigers. 2nd and 8. Turn, there's faking, looking over the middle, and going to hit up in the air, going to be intercepted by Lee Ettridge. And
what a job, Lee. Great job.
There was great pressure, and it probably was number 4, Antoine Sanders, and Adam Crump, number 9. And the ball thrown from Boyd. He's kind of hit. Ball kind of flutters up in the air, intercepted by Lee Ettridge. Now the Mount Pleasant Tigers get the ball back to around the 30. Good opportunity to try to get it in.
Here again, Bobby, defense really putting pressure on the quarterback, and because of that pressure, he was not able to, had a man open out here, get the ball over him, and he's going to make some big yardage, plus yardage, and what happened, because of the pressure, Mount Pleasant was able to pick the ball off.
Crump coming back to the left side, full house backfield. Williams, 1st and 10, got in motion with Fuller. Turn, quick pitch to the other side, pick it up on the hop, going to try to get away, going to lose big yardage by number 80, Adam Hall. And 31 taking the ball for the Mount Pleasant Tigers was Will Simpson. Will couldn't get the handle, going to lose about 7 yards, 2nd and 17, going the wrong way, the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
And around 18.
Matthew Dunn at that left tackle, Brett Ronderman the left guard, Adam Crumpet one of the end position, Roddy Simpson at the other one, got Brandon Griffin, Slack, of course Williams quarterback, 2nd and 17, fake, roll back to this side. They grabbed.
Oh!
Well, what a great play by number 30. He grabbed Crump when he went by. He pulled his jersey and slowed him down, but if it's not called, that's okay, and that's a good defensive play. I think he thought, well, if I'm holding him, it's just going to cost me a short penalty instead of that's Nakia Williams.
And if you can do it where you can't, the official don't see it, that's even better.
And really couldn't. They couldn't see it. I just happen to be in a better angle than the official. As high as we are.
What's that in volleyball, Willie? If we don't see it,
you don't call it.
You don't call it. The fans can holler he is holding, but it's still you don't call it because you didn't see it.
All right, 3rd and long, 3rd and 17 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Fuller in motion left, turn, fake, option, pitch to Simpson, and Simpson trying to get around the corner. Gets about somewhere around 9 yards. Simpson really going tough into that corner. Got a pretty good option right there. Yes. You're probably going to see a 4-down situation. Go ahead and run it, but give it back to them. They're going to get it about to 25, 30, somewhere there. Wouldn't be a bit surprised. That option looked pretty good.
Run it to this side.
Come back to this side.
Bobby, Williams really just an outstanding job of tacking that inside shoulder of that end. And boy, when he popped that ball out there, the ball was a little bit high. Of course, here, as they go through the season and get used to it, they put that ball right on the money.
Got Corwin Elliott back to the tailback now for Simpson. There's the option coming back.
There it is.
And got a good block on the outside. Let's see, he's not going to make it, though. Great defensive play by Eric Woods. And number 9, David King, and it's going to go over, but what a nice block on the outside. Again, I'm not sure who threw the great block to let Elliott inside, outside, but it was a great play defensively by King, and Eric Woods turns the ball back over to the Daingerfield Tigers, holding the Mount Pleasant Tigers on downs. 6:03 left in the third quarter. 7-6. Mount Pleasant Tigers lead.
You think we could swap coaches and we'd know the difference?
No, I can assure you.
Oh, great job.
Will Simpson got a couple of, Will
oh,
Simpson
look at
going.
here.
Simpson really ran through. He didn't make the play. Looks like Corbin Elliott had been making the stop, but number 31, Will Simpson, had really gone through to the linebacker and almost got him in the backfield.
Bobby, he got by him. I thought, who was that running? Brown? Was that Brown?
Montoya Brown, yes.
Carrying the ball. I thought if he lowered his shoulders, but I thought he had some daylight to his outside. He pops out there with his type of speed, and he can go a long way.
Looks like number 7 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers, Smith, is playing at a right tackle. There's your turn. There's your fake.
Back outside.
Got a little running room working back inside. And finally, looks like 4. On the stop for the Mount Pleasant Tigers is Antoine Sanders.
I kept wondering, Willie, when they were going to run that quarterback keeper outside.
Third, and we'll call that 2. 5 minutes left, third quarter. 7-6 Mount Pleasant leads the Daingerfield Tigers. Quarterback then really doing a little jitterbug, trying to get that first down. Michael Boyd, again, quarterback for the Daingerfield Tigers, 3rd and 2. Probably see Montoya Williams straight ahead.
Oh, it's going to be
nice
close.
Play defensively.
Going to be close.
7:31, Will Simpson, number 7, Aaron Smith, and that's going to be a measurement time. Looks like it is first down.
Going to call first down. Daingerfield Tigers.
That's a big first down.
That's the first down of this third quarter. It has been up and down the field, and not a first down.
Just kind of each team getting it and giving it back. Not a whole lot happening offensively, but you expect at some point in time somebody's going to get a big play. Let's see. 1st and 10, turn. Well, here's your reverse with Woods. Will Simpson has got a hold to him along with number 4, Antoine Sanders. I kept thinking you're going to see something a little different. That's the closest we've seen of anything different with these two teams.
Bobby, that was a heck of a job by Mr. Sanders.
And Will Simpson was the linebacker running through that really hit him high, and Antoine Sanders hit him low.
He got outside. He says, nope, you're not getting outside of me, and I'm going to sit here and wait on you. Good job staying home. It looks like the ball's going away, and he does his job to the backside. Linebackers in there.
Look who your quarterback is. You got Eric Woods now at your quarterback. He's played probably every place on the field except guard, tackle, and center. Going back, going to throw the ball just a little out. Nice throw and catch. Another first down.
First and 10.
Lee Ettridge is still, thought he was going to be still down on the ground, and also Courtney Miller. 5 making the catch for the Daingerfield Tigers was Cedric Mitchell. There is the value of an Eric Woods. He plays quarterback. He plays wide receiver. I'm sure he could be a running back. We saw him as a reverse man a while ago out of a slot back position. Still, you're going to get that ball to that Montoya Brown at some point in time. Flankers to the right, 1st and 10. There's just a little quick hitter, and goodness, 14. Ronnie Jones kept his feet. He might have still been running.
He was leaning forward so far, Bobby just lost his balance after he popped through there. Had been up in a little bit more of an up position, he might have broke that thing all the way.
2nd and 6, ball now just inside the 50 on the Mount Pleasant side, around the 49. Woods still the quarterback. We've got Jones and Montoya Brown as the running backs. There's turn, give it to Brown, and he's stepping through there for another first down. Andrell Palmer making a stop. You see a little movement now by the Blue Tigers of Daingerfield.
Right now, Bobby, the Blue Tigers are really coming off that ball, and they're making contact with the Mount Pleasant Tigers, and they're taking control of things. They picked up another 1st and 10.
2:45 left to go in this third quarter. 7-6 Mount Pleasant with a slim lead. Daingerfield kind of on the move now. Got a couple of first downs back to back. Woods, turn, Brown 31, Will Simpson getting a little free ride, and also Lee Etheridge, but you're going to get about 4 to 5 yards. You make about 2 or 3 of those plays, you got another first down. Do you notice, too, the quarterback comes to the sideline and gets the play? It's kind of looks like Mount Pleasant. Woods came to the sideline, got the play from Coach McFarland. Or Coach Whiting, I believe, is who he's getting the plays from. Turn back, gonna stop and throw.
Right there.
And he's open, and he puts it on the numbers. And you got number 3, Courtney Miller and Mondrell Palmer, but you get off that far, and what they're seeing, give him 10 yards. They're gonna take 5 and let him run through.
No, he can come off and pick up 1st and 10. All they need is 5 or 6 yards to get a 1st and 10. He comes out hard like he's going deep. Palmer says, "You're not going to get behind me." When he pulls up, turns real quick, and the ball's on its way. Pick up a 1st and 10, Blue Tigers.
See, Daingerfield's been making some mental errors in this part of the field. Let's see, Brown, and really kind of hit at the line of scrimmage and going to pick up a couple of yards. And you see 31, Will Simpson, and see Arian Smith, number 7, and look like number 57, Brett Ronderman, 2nd and 8. Ball at the Mount Pleasant 25. 1:15 left in the 3rd quarter, 7-6 Mount Pleasant leads. They've been in and out of the huddle pretty good, too, and Woods the pace is a little quicker. Seems like he's got a little more quickness than Michael Boyd. You'll see they're going to double up on the wide out, and he's going to raise back, look at him, throw a slant, and it is intercepted. You're going to see a penalty on this play, but what a nice play by number 3. And, boy, is he really hammered by number 77, but number 3, Courtney Miller, makes a nice interception. 77. That Cody Shirley really put the stop on Courtney, but I think you'll see defensive interference here. It is interference against Mount Pleasant, and you're going to get a first down. They had him sandwiched, the receiver, instead of running just a little quick stop, they slanted him in. Eric Woods just put him right in there, and they kind of a little bumping, and like I said, a nice interception by Courtney Miller. I'm telling you, they see the goal line this time. Instead of making mistakes, they understood at halftime, man, if we don't make the mistakes, we might score some points.
Mount Pleasant had the young man covered inside and backside that just crowded him a little bit. I think they got some bumping going on there. I think everybody was looking at the ball.
Long count. Turn, give it to Brown. Brown's got some running room. Looking for that goal line. And going to be stopped by Corbin Elliott, Brian Goolsby, and Brandon Griffin. Blue Tiger getting up a little slow is Lee Cowan.
Kind of what you call, Bobby, old smash mouth football, I guess. Everybody hitting, going straight in there, nothing fancy. We're just going to line up and come at you.
And they've got a chance of getting a first down. This is going to be inside around the 6 or 7 to get them a first down. Got about 5 seconds left to half. Let's see if Woods can get it off. Does. They run together, and Montoya goes straight to the ground, and that kind of hurt there. It backed them up. That is the end of 3rd quarter play. Mount Pleasant leads 7-6. We'll be back for the 4th quarter play in just a moment.
A computer is a wonderful tool. We use them in our homes for information, education, and entertainment. We use them in our businesses to improve organization, increase efficiency, productivity, and profits. But what happens when your computer fails? That's when you need to call Jet Computers in Mount Pleasant, where our expert computer technicians can repair or update your computer or have them design a new computer tailored to your needs. That's Jet Computers in Mount Pleasant, specializing first in service, then in sales.
It's the little things in life that matter, like getting to know a new neighbor, being surrounded by people you can trust, working together with people you like, the privilege of growing up with a best friend, and being there when you're needed. We're glad to be your new neighbor. We're TCA.
Different days, different deals. At McDonald's, on Sundays, our delicious cheeseburgers are 39 cents each. While on Wednesdays, you'll find our classic hamburgers for 29 cents each. Now, for those of you who've got to see it to believe it, Sundays are 39-cent cheeseburger days. Wednesdays are 29-cent hamburger days. 2 different days, 2 different incredible deals. Right now for a limited time, only at McDonald's. Did somebody say McDonald's?
Handed Matoy Brown working outside. Not going to be close for the first down.
Very close.
Going to be stopped by Mondrell Palmer, Brandon Griffin, but let's see. I think it's a first down. If it's first down, this guy doesn't measure too many. I think he'll measure this one, referee. Okay, Coach Williams, you got some stats there.
Well, it was all Daingerfield in that third quarter of play. Daingerfield picked up 5 first downs. Mount Pleasant did not get any. Daingerfield rushed for a total of 41 yards to 12 for Mount Pleasant. Daingerfield had 3 passes, completed 2, had 1 intercepted for a total of 23 yards, giving them 64 total yards in the third quarter. It was just totally Daingerfield. They have a first down now with the ball on the 6-yard line with 11 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter of play.
The thing that Daingerfield has got too, they got this kicker. Hall is an excellent kicker. If they don't get it in, I look in 3 plays. I look for Hall to kick the 3 to put them in the lead. Now you spread them out. You really look to see how wide the splits are. And they put the motion, but they got you kind of guessing. They can run the sweep. They can run that power back in there, and there they go. And I think you're going to see a procedure penalty. He is in for the touchdown, but you got procedure, and that's going to bring him back.
Tell you, had a man move too quick on the offensive line, Bobby, and they're going to bring it back, and it's going to be 1st and 12.
No, it's going to be, they're going to move it back to the 11-yard line. The ball was on the 6.
Okay.
That's a 5-yard penalty, a tough break for Daingerfield, but it's still going to be first down and 11 yards to go for a touchdown.
And he made 6 or 7 right there pretty easily, so you could think 2 or 3 plays, they might still have it in there.
They're going to come back and run probably to the left, to the right, to the left, and don't make it, kick a field goal.
Of course, they ran to the motion then. A couple times earlier, they ran to the motion earlier on their touchdown, and then they ran the motion away, and they ran the sweep back away from it. So they got you kind of guessing where they're headed. They're going to put that, usually motion man. Hall's going to be probably the motion man this time. Eric Woods, your quarterback. Ball around the 11-yard line. 1st and goal. Hall's going right. They may come back, and they got a little run together there. But look here at Woods. Woods going to take it down the field, man. They ran together, but there was nobody from Mount Pleasant there. Looks like number 3, the Mondrell Palmer or Courtney Miller on the stop, but they got it within about 3 yards of that goal line. Looked like it was such a busted play that Mount Pleasant going to stop the Daingerfield Tigers back about to 12, 13, somewhere. Woods got some talent.
Woods is very talented, Bobby, and he's a big playmaker. When you need something big to happen, he's the guy that can do it.
The ball is on the 3-yard line, and it's second down.
They're going to call
timeout.
Daingerfield's going to call timeout if Woods can see them. It's 2-1, and it's a penalty. They got a penalty, and that's what the coaches were trying to call timeout. They wanted a timeout. They were trying to get Eric to see. And I know Coach Whiting. Coach Whiting, offensive line coach, his offensive coordinator here calling the plays. They were trying to get timeout. We've seen him many years at Mount Pleasant. He gets real excited. He's a great guy, great, but he just knew it then. Oh, goodness, that could have cost us a touchdown. And you back them up 5.
That put the ball now back on the 8-yard line, but it's still second down. So they have 3 downs still to go 8 yards to try to get it in the end zone.
Mount Pleasant has got to have the big play defensively. Woods. There's motion again. There's his play coming back, and just, I mean, just really coming off tough in that interior left side. Looked like Brandon Griffin. Corwin Elliott maybe on the stop. And this is a 3rd down and 3. Again, if Mike and Willie, if they don't make, if they're within 2 or 3 yards of that goal line, I'm not sure you don't see them line up and go for the field goal.
Well, Bobby, as well as Daingerfield's defense is playing right now.
Yeah, and they can think they could get it back in good field position. I think Montoya Brown's got there. Here's your motion, but now a while ago they pitched this way, and here, they got somebody moved again. And let's see. That's going to be a dead ball, illegal procedure against Daingerfield. I know Daingerfield has got to be.
Well, Bobby, you know, Woods, I'm telling you, of course, he's been playing all over the field tonight, and they've got him playing at quarterback, and it takes a little time to get your rhythm down and get your people. And, hey, he's doing a fantastic job. And those things are going to happen. And if they happen, you want them to happen early in the season. You don't want to get district play and these type things happen.
Well, go ahead, Coach.
I tell you, the band started the drum beat right at the time they got ready for the snap. And it might have made it hard for the lineman to hear.
Watch Woods this time. He may fake and try to do something off of it, a little play action type, try to keep it himself. There's your fake. He's looking deep. Got a man open and a little bit overthrown. Got coverage by number 2, Corwin Elliott. That's number 30 for the Blue Tigers. The ball was intended for is Nakia Williams.
They kicked the field goal.
And I think they felt comfortable. If they get the good snap, they're still going to lead 9-7.
Well, they got it into the end zone, what they were trying to do, but they kept, they were snake bitten that time.
Kept shooting themselves in the foot.
That's right. They had 3 5-yard penalties that kept them away from the 3-yard line.
Garner to Hall to kick. Just kicked it to the side again. Better watch out. Mount Pleasant picks it up, and there you are again. The ball was snapped almost behind Russell Garner again. Each time he got it around, there's a flag. Somebody unsportsmanlike possibly. But you got an excellent kicker, and Adam Hall didn't get an opportunity, couldn't get it off the ground.
And that's going to go against Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant, if it is, that puts Mount Pleasant back about to 10. Ball would come out if it's inside the 20, comes out to the 20. Outside where it's held would be at the spot of the kick. And let's see. And there it goes. And that's when you don't need to do your celebrating too quick, because you need that ball as far out as you can get. Because this Daingerfield Tigers playing really good defense.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Well,
1st and 10 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
You don't know what the situation and what was involved in there. You hope that it was something that was done that was not an intentional deal. So we don't need to do those type things. Those type things can get us in trouble down the road, and if we get into district stuff, and you need to learn just to keep you cool and go on, regardless, either team.
Kevin Williams in the backfield behind Andre Williams. 1st and 10, the ball at the 10, turn. There's the fullback making pretty good yardage up the middle. Looks like Brandon Griffin, stopped by number 9, David King of the Blue Tigers. Mount Pleasant Tigers got to have some first down to eat that clock up with 9 minutes left. Of course, the Blue Tigers have got to stop them and get the ball back on a punt. And the way Mount Pleasant has been snapping the punt, they've been rolling them all back.
We have a gold Cadillac, license plate 066 WCN.
Got motion. Right. Fake. Watch behind. I was going to try to help Andre because he had a man behind him trying to grab him, which was number 2 for the Daingerfield Tigers, Shelton Williams. I'm going to holler, watch out, you got a man behind you. 3rd now and 7 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Ball at the 14-yard line. 8-12 left in the ball game. 7-6, Mount Pleasant lead.
Look at the wind. This fourth quarter has really died down.
Well, this would be time to punt it, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Well, that wind is not blowing. Mount Pleasant got to have a big play to keep the ball. They're going to give the ball back to the Daingerfield Tigers. Brandon Griffin, Darian Smith, turn, give the ball to Miller. He's going to try to get outside. There's
first and 10.
Big first down. Stopped by Eric Woods. But what a big first down.
First down of the second half for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
First down. I didn't realize that. Ball at the 30-yard line of the Mount Pleasant Tigers. But, Willie, if the Tigers go on and drive it down the field, 3 or 4 first downs, they might could run that clock out. Andre Williams, quarterback. You still got Luis Cervantes, Adam Crump, Shedrick Brown, probably Clarence Norris at that offensive center. Williams, 1st and 10. Rod Simpson is split. Give the ball to Williams. He's just trying to go outside. Nice play by Lee Cowan, number 44. Called his name a lot tonight. Done a good job. He's another one of those good seniors. We've seen some, again, we'd heard Coach McFarland say last Friday night at Mesquite, talk to him, that he has some great leadership for these seniors. You can see it. You can really see it. They've had opportunities, Daingerfield, to score, just hadn't cashed in, but they're going to be all right whether they win or lose this ball game tonight. Got Smith as the slot man. Roddy Simpson split in. Williams, 2nd and 11. Turn, fake, bootleg, looking out in the flat. Got a man looked, goodness. Had 2 situations there. Adam Hall made a great slap with that one hand, but if he misses and Smith catches it, Smith's up the sidelines for a big gainer. Adam Hall, if the ball's thrown a little bit behind Smith, he catches that ball, he's going to walk in the end zone. 3rd and 11. Here's another big call for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Nice defensive stop by Adam Hall, number 80. 6:40 left in the ball game. 7-6. Mount Pleasant leads the Daingerfield Tigers. Got Aaron Herndon at tight end on this side. Adam Crump trying to get some movement by Smith. Williams is still going to go ahead and count it and run together with him. And you could tell the whole play was mixed up when he couldn't get, Andre Williams couldn't get the back to move the other side. When he turned around, they ran together.
It just looked...
And it was an illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure. It just looked ugly, Bobby.
Yeah. Well,
was not a good play at all. And then your quarterback and back, and everybody was just running into each other, and it just did not look good.
Daingerfield's going to get the opportunity to score again, and the way the excitement has been on the snap for Mount Pleasant, Adam Crump has been a shortstop or a second baseman or third baseman, whatever. He's had to play some on the hop, making a good play. But you got Eric Woods at his own 40. Again, you need the good snap. Snap is out, in and out, and looky what's going to happen. Let's see if, and looky here, going to give them a gift again, the Daingerfield Tigers. That ball was not that badly snapped then. Adam had a little bit low. Adam had a little muff on that, and ball at the 13, 14-yard line. Daingerfield has had every opportunity in the world to put this ball game away, and they're still looking at a possible field goal if they don't get some yardage. Big, as Willie said a while ago, Mount Pleasant maybe had 1 first down or 2 the whole second half. So you got to expect when the other team is kind of dominated, if you can call it that, they're going to probably take it in that end zone. Woods, Brown, hunting that goal line and really fighting for that goal line. Brandon Griffin, Tony Grant. Tiger defense has been on the field a lot. First half and the second half, you go to a point, it's hard to finally stop a team. 5:47, and the thing about it, Daingerfield gets the ball in. This ball game's down to less than 5 minutes, somewhere around 4 minutes or so.
And what Daingerfield is doing what we did to Denton Bryan last week. We're keeping the ball away from our offense.
There's your fullback, and like to have been a mishandle between Eric Woods and the fullback. Got the interior defensive line with Tony Grant, Brett Ronderman, Shedrick Brown, and also Brandon Griffin. But a little mishandle there, and I believe it was 31 for Daingerfield, Marcella Peters.
Also, Bobby, you got to give the Mount Pleasant Tigers defense, you know,
a lot of credit.
Lots of credit, because they've knocked at the door quite a few times, and they've turned them away.
All right, 3rd and 3. Look for something to the wide side of the field. Here it is.
Hey, outside quarterback.
There goes quarterback, and you better run catch it, Eric. Did a great job outside by number 3, I believe it is, for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. I believe that's 3 that made that stop, as Courtney Miller. See, field goal probably again, but the Blue Tigers are going to say, let's get together again, and we're going to talk about where we're going to snap it, who's going to catch it, and we're going to kick it this time. Okay, timeout on field. Score 7-6. Mount Pleasant leads, 4:29 left in the ball game.
Bobby, always, of course, it's close to the right hash, yes. Always like with a soccer-style kicker, always like to be on that left side. It feels like if they kick it, they can kick it to that right upright post, and it would hook to the left there just a little bit, but they're on the right side, so we'll see what happens here. And first of all, I think you're going to say, look, men, we need to get the ball back to the holder in a clean snap. We got the kicker that can get it through the upright, but we've got to get it on a tee. And we have not done that. We've missed 2 tries at this.
Both snaps. Of course, number 3, Russell Garner, is the holder, has been back almost behind him. He's had to reach back. And like I said, this 80 is an excellent kicker. But if you don't get a chance to put it down clean, it's not a, you don't care what kind of kicker you got. This is real critical for both teams. The Daingerfield Tigers had every opportunity to really put a lot of point. I go back, Mike, what you said, you got to give credit for the Mount Pleasant Tiger defense. They've been on the field the first half and the second half and held the Daingerfield Tigers out of that end zone.
And they're not going for a field goal. They're going for the first down and try to get it in the end zone.
This is, and I'm not sure that you don't see Woods trying to spread them out. If he goes back, he's going to go back and throw it up, and it's going to be out of the end zone. But what a nice throw and
got
catch.
A flag.
That's going to be a first down if it's a holding penalty. Let's see. Oh, what a big call. What a nice throw, but it was about a step out of the end zone. The flag came from the other side of the field. The play where it happened over here, there was
I was thinking it was Elliott that was covering this man, but I didn't see anything back to the middle.
Big call.
I didn't see a man in there in the middle to interfere with, but we were all watching out here at the end, and the call was called back over here by the goalpost.
Well, I think they called the defensive back bumping the end that was going out.
I agree with you. I think one that saw it was where there was a bump.
And what that's going to do is move the ball to the
half the distance.
Yeah, 4-yard line. It was on the 8. That's going to move it to the 4-yard line, and that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, first down, about the 4. Mount Pleasant's got to regroup now. Defensively, got to regroup and say, hey, we have held them. They have made some mistakes. Let's hang in there. Because, again, now you get the clock really running down. It's hard to get it back up the field. Big Montoya Brown has got to touch the ball, either bring the man in motion left, give him the ball. There it comes. Hall coming left. Just give it to Brown. Let him take it somewhere. There he goes. Touchdown. And Daingerfield gets on the board. Brown in. And you knew they're going for 2. Going for the 7-point lead.
Well, Bobby, you kick the extra point, you're still
you're tied.
Field goal's not going to beat you, but a touchdown will.
Big call on the penalty. We didn't see it. I'm like Willie. I thought it may be coming off the line of scrimmage because the referee that called it was I guess the back judge or whatever in the secondary, and they may have bumped as they come off, but we saw it coming to the corner. We really didn't see a whole lot in the corner. So you get a timeout on the field. Right here, real important that Mount Pleasant holds because now they score, they win the ball game 13-12. Typical Mount Pleasant, Daingerfield ball game.
Typical game.
Only thing, and we've said this for years, Daingerfield wins by a close margin. Hey, Mount Pleasant's got them all right where they want them because they lose some of those close ones early and they get better and better and better. If Mount Pleasant wins this and they're 2-0 in this young season, and everybody say, that's not supposed to be. They're supposed to be 0-2. So, hey, who knows? Hey, maybe this may be. That sounds like a crazy man talking there, don't it?
Well, what you got just two outstanding teams here. You're looking at two playoff teams here, and that's great. That's what it's all about. And you're going to see very two similar teams in the 4A playoffs and in the 3A playoffs down the road.
Coach McFarland's trying to find some of his players. They're over here looking at their kickoff team. They forget we got some of it needs to play down here. They got one group over here and one group over here and a group in the middle. And they need a group missing. All right, going to make this call, Mike. I tell you, as easy as Montoya Brown took that in, you could call the same play, couldn't you? But if Mount Pleasant thinks that, then you're going to let old Eric Woods just fake it and step outside like Andre Williams would.
I don't believe they're going to run the same play because they've got their...
They run the sweep at them or something.
Yes.
There it is.
There it is.
He's
Quick pitch
going to turn it in. He got his 2 points. That's a good call. Mount Pleasant defense again. It has bent, and didn't break, but it finally broke, and they had been on the field. Looked like they'd held them on the 4th down, get the ball, but that didn't happen. Now, 4:20. Mount Pleasant forces themselves, or Daingerfield forces Mount Pleasant into scoring and either tying the ball game
or going for 2.
So that's a big call, big call. And Mount Pleasant, again, has only had 1 first down, so you don't look for anything the way the Daingerfield Tigers have been playing defense. Be hard for Mount Pleasant to move the ball. And if you get in a panic situation and throw the ball, you got an Eric Woods, somebody like that's going to reach up and pick one off.
Bobby, if you remember when all this started, when they moved Woods to quarterback.
Yes, thought the whole momentum. And they made a couple of mistakes there, but wasn't any real drastic mistake.
Well, the last time that Daingerfield had the ball deep in Mount Pleasant territory, they kept shooting themselves in the foot. They had a ball on the 3-yard line on 3 different occasions. They got 5-yard penalties each time, and they couldn't get it in. The last time, the penalty went against Mount Pleasant. Moving the ball to the 4-yard line, they got it in. Ran for 2 for the 2-point conversion. They're leading with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this ball game by a score of 14-7. And the wind has picked up again, Mike. Not blowing as hard as it was earlier, but it has picked up, and it is blowing right now.
Got Andre Williams on the kickoff team. You don't see that much. Corbin Elliott, Roddy Simpson. Adam Hall to kickoff for the Daingerfield Tigers. Daingerfield going ahead with 4:20 left in the ball game, 14-7. Just a real pooch kick. Got to come up. Roddy's going to get it at the 15. Going to work to his left.
Get your
That's
block.
a running room right there. Roddy's going to get some good field position up around the 35-yard line.
Okay, good job by the kickoff return team. Good hustle down by Daingerfield. Mount Pleasant still has plenty of time to move that ball down the field. What you get in a situation here, Bobby, is Daingerfield gets to playing, so, well, we got 4-10, let's don't let them beat us deep. They start backing up a little bit, and then you start breaking them up the middle. So, you know, it's a long time till this game's over with 4 minutes and 10 seconds. It can be an eternity sometimes, especially for the coaches.
Again, you don't want to panic too quick and try to put the ball in there. You got Smith, flanker to the right. Brandon Smith, Brendan Griffin, you fullback. Andre Williams turns, option, takes it up, going to get tackled. I tell you what, it's going to be hard to go against the Blue Tigers.
Well, they're going to play, Daingerfield's going to play off the line of scrimmage. They're going to play down the line of scrimmage. They're not going to attack type deal. They're going to say, okay, you may pick up a 1st and 10, or you may pick up it. We're not going to let you break the big one on us.
And really playing tough right now. Look like Ronnie Jones. They were really a good group of Blue Tigers on that play, and I think 77 was right in the middle of that too. Had a good ball game. Cody Shirley. Smith again, flanker to the right. 2nd and 9 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Turn, looking, throwing to Crump. Good throw and catch. Was
1st and 10 Tigers.
Eric Woods really struck him, but that's a 1st down. You still got 3 minutes 25 seconds. Good hit, but it's still a 1st down. Adam Crump could say, hey, you still caught the ball. The good thing about the Daingerfield Tigers is they got the 2 points on the extra point. They put some pressure on you to score and kick 1 or go for 2. Williams is needing an extra player. And you got 15 seconds, so you don't get your penalty. You got to get them in now of the huddle regardless. You got 9 seconds. You got to call timeout.
No way.
You got 5. You got to call. Better hurry.
4,
3. Andre's got
2,
to hurry.
1.
Got it off. Good job.
Sure did. Look at here.
And makes about 6 yards. He had his pitch open. If he just kept that pitch relationship, or Corwin did, because really Daingerfield come really tough inside, and the pitch might have been open outside if he just kept coming. Okay, 2nd and 3 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Ball at the Daingerfield 48. Now the clock really becomes a factor. 2:30, and you don't have a lot of time. Got to get people in and out of the huddle. 2:30 and counting. Full house backfield. Motion by Fuller. Turn, fake, pitch to Elliott. Elliott's looking outside, got a little running room.
Uh-oh.
You better watch out.
88 out the gate.
9's going to catch him. Is 5 going to catch him?
No, sir.
Oh, what a run. What a run, and that is 5 that saves the day, and that is Cedric Mitchell. 9 was closing David King on him. Got a great block outside Mike. I couldn't see who, but when he saw that, he cut back inside. It looked like,
I believe it was the left tackle, Bobby, that made that key block out there, kicked the man out, and Elliott turned up in there. I'm not sure who's our left tackle.
Probably the left tackle would have probably been Matthew Dunn.
Okay.
Let's see if Matthew is at that left tackle spot. I don't think they would have brought Ronderman around. 64 would have been, and 24 is the tight end, or is Aaron Hearn. They got 1st and goal from the 3. You still got to punch it in. And you're going to the goal line, and Corey Elliott is right at the goal line, 14. Ronnie Jones making a stop. Isn't it amazing that one team scores, the other team goes down the field in about 2 minutes and gets close to scoring. Haven't scored yet. One thing about it, you'd think with a foot to go for a touchdown, the Mount Pleasant Tigers are having to think right now, what do we do? Go for the tie? Now that shows you how much I know about the new rules. Do the tie non-conference? Do you go to your sudden death, or do you just have a tie? Mount Pleasant still hadn't got it in. They got the Blue Tigers, got some good folks. And he does, it's right in, so there's your touchdown. Now again, I don't know where the rules are affected by the non-conference, but and they're going straight to kick it. I mean, they're going to kick it. They sent Jason Lee, they wasn't even a thought. They sent Jason Lee and Justin Hawkins in just immediately. No thought at all.
Let me step down here and check on this rule, Bobby, and see what we do.
Oh, how it is in non-conference. I know in the conference play and playoffs, you go ahead and you come out with a winner. Critical hold. Justin Hawkins made a heck of a catch a while ago, holding for Jason. Ball was a little high. Got to put the ball down smooth. It's on the ground, and here we go again. And that's going to be a critical one. Ball was rolled back to the holder. Jason did all he could do, just try to throw it. That's probably going to be the ball game.
Okay,
14
Bobby,
to 13.
If it ends up tied to tie, non-district play, you go to an overtime.
Is that right?
Yes.
We would have seen an overtime.
Yes, we have not, since they put that rule into effect, we have not had one.
Isn't it amazing how many bad snaps we've seen on both teams, on field goals? But that's, you're probably looking at the ball game unless Mount Pleasant can kick an onside kick with 1:29.
Well, I can guarantee you, Daingerfield's going to be ready for an onside kick.
What a ball game. Typical Mount Pleasant, Daingerfield ball game. That was one one of those a while ago, the snap was a little high. Justin pulled it down. This time, Justin did all he could. Jason did all he could do. Jason got it, and he said, well, no sense me just eating it right here. Just throw it up. Somebody might bat it around. We might catch it and win the ball game. Might catch in that end zone. He did all he could do. And I would think Mount Pleasant timeouts, 1 or 2 maybe. I'm not sure. Got 1 left?
I think each team has 1 timeout.
Okay, we're going to have some type of onside kick, and I can guarantee you that Daingerfield knows exactly what they're going to do.
1 minute, 29 seconds remaining in this ball game. Daingerfield leading by a score of 14-13. They had shut the Mount Pleasant Tigers out until just right there on that last series, and Elliott broke loose on a 45-yard run, moving the ball to the 2-yard line. 2 carries, and they carried it in for a 1-yard touchdown. The try for the extra point was no good on a low snap, and Daingerfield leads by 1 point.
Daingerfield's got 10 people between the 50 and the 40.
They got what you would call all of their good hands people up there on the looking for the onside kick, because they have all of their backs. They're running backs, and their ends and defensive backs, and they have Brown deep in case the Tigers decide to kick it deep. So
Tony Grant will do the kicking.
And the wind has died down. There is no wind at all right now. The flag is hanging limp.
Tony's just going to try to top it and hope it bounces off somebody or everybody. Here goes the Tigers. Just a punch job. He's going to be caught, knocked around. Oh, that's a little nerve-wracking there, but it's knocked down by, I believe that's 32.
Well,
if it is, it's Dwayne Wallace. I believe that, yeah, Dwayne Wallace batted it down, but he did what he had to. Yeah. Fell on it. Looking at the ball game here, because the
3 down
Tigers
go kneel down.
Kneel down because the Mount Pleasant Tigers, I think Willie was saying 1 timeout.
I believe they're going to run it. I don't think they're going to kneel down with 1 minute and 25 seconds. You think so?
Well,
we've got 1 timeout.
What happens in a deal like this, Mount Pleasant trying to tackle the ball, sometimes you pop a Montoya Brown for about 60 yards on a deal like this. I think they'll hand it to him and see what they can get. Turn, hand it, and if you're trying to tackle him, he breaks loose. He got 4. Going to be a timeout. 1:20. Stopped by Elliott. Looked like Mondrell Palmer on the play also.
Stop was made by Corwin Elliott. Now Pleasant takes the timeout.
Notice Coach Whiting again. I believe Coach Whiting's calling all the offensive plays. Coach McFarland is kind of standing back behind Coach Whiting.
A couple of fifth quarters, one at Lone Star Baptist Church, at the Lake View Campus, at the swimming party.
1:20 left in the ball game, 14-13. Daingerfield leading the Mount Pleasant Tigers. And again, you hate to keep beating this horse to death, but it has been just exactly what you expected of a Mount Pleasant Daingerfield ball game. Keep you exciting, keep you on your edge of your seats, make some mistakes, fumble, stumble, do some things, but both teams does about the same. Micah, go back when Eric Woods, that's nothing with not taking anything away from Michael Boyd. Michael is a sophomore, got a couple more years. Eric Woods, that's one of those good senior leaders that Coach McFarland was talking about, and it seemed like everything turned around when Eric went in the ball game. Again, look for Brown to handle the ball. There it is, and that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful. That's your first down. That's the ball game right there. Been a good ball game. Now you can lay down on this one and hatch it if you want to. And Willie, I'm not sure. Sometimes there's some people think you just keep laying down, you might just drop it. So clock's fixing to start. As soon as they get it ready to play, they get the chains and decided which direction they're going. They're going back the other way. Now they're going the other way. Either that or it's tangled up again. All right, fix start the clock, make it ready for play. Wind that clock. Got about maybe 2 plays. All right, let's see.
Okay, Mount Pleasant did have
another
one more
timeout.
timeout. So that's it right there. Now that has to be the last one. Ball on the 50-yard line. First down, and now is the time, I think, that if Daingerfield decide to kneel down, that they do have enough time to do that. But
you know, we could have said this at the first of the ball game. Say it now that Tigers are going to win this ball game.
Tigers are going to win this ball game.
We could have said that at the first of the ball game.
Well, I tell you what, as we talked about, Bobby, you just got through saying it, it's one of those typical ball games that we expected. I tell you, the people in Daingerfield and the Morris County area, they can get ready. They're going to have a good football team over here this year, and the same thing in Titus County and Mount Pleasant. We're going to have a good football team over there. And, you know, it's one of those things, it's a shame both teams can't win at the hard playing, and a lot of mistakes made tonight on both sides here, but a lot of good things happened. And I think this is what both coaches are trying to find out. Who do we want to play in this position, and what do we want to do?
Well, like I said a few minutes ago, Mount Pleasant Tigers may have everybody right where they want them. Lose a couple of games in this non-conference. That's typical kind of Mount Pleasant in the past. And then go to the state final, semifinal, quarterfinal. Spread them out. Woods going to keep handing it to Montoya Brown. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, but that'll put it under a minute. They had another timeout, Coach Williams. They had all 3 of them. Boy, a while ago, if they stopped Brown, that's no wonder they weren't laying on it.
Yeah.
They stopped Brown a couple times. They get the ball back.
Yeah.
That would have been something. That's why they were trying to get that yardage. All right, 1:05 left in this ball game here. Tiger Stadium, Daingerfield. Mount Pleasant 13, the Daingerfield Tigers 14.
Well, they can run 2 plays to run 65 seconds off. You got 25 seconds on the clock, and it's going to take 5 to 10 seconds to set it up.
Yes,
so
after they run it.
A lot of, looking at the crowd out here, a lot of Daingerfield fans real pleased.
Still right here. They haven't left, have they? Mount Pleasant fans stayed with the people on the hill, Mike, and behind the fence are staying with
them. They're there. Well, you know, you can't say enough about the Mount Pleasant fans and the Daingerfield fans. They really support their teams, and they go where they go. And even in our playoffs last year, Willie, I remember seeing a lot of people from Daingerfield in the playoffs and followed right along. People are real good in that. The people in this area really just like good old football. As long as it's the East Texas team playing, they're going to go watch it.
Didn't that 2 points even become really, really critical a while ago? Because Mount Pleasant goes back down and scores. Could have made 13-12, so that big 2-point call.
They're going to kneel on this.
Kneel on them this time. They know they can drop down and stop it. That'll take it by the time the ball gets spotted and ready for play. It's going to be under around 50 seconds. And he did start it, so you got 50 seconds and counting.
20 seconds on the clock. Don't want to stop the clock.
See, they can even take a penalty on 4th down, and it's not going to happen because it's going to be down to about 30 seconds when they fall on it.
And don't forget, next Friday night, right here at Tiger Stadium, the Daingerfield Tigers.
Offsides, Daingerfield. Penalty. Let's see, it stopped.
Starts on the...
Okay, somebody must have lined up offsides when they put their hand down, Bobby. That made them offside at that time.
No, it doesn't. It starts on the snap, so still looking at their 4th down will have less than 25 seconds, so they can run it out.
Yes.
And really, by the time Eric backs up 3 or 4 steps, and by the time it's spot, this ball game, Mount Pleasant won't see it again. See, Whistle is dead. It's going to be under 25, so that's the ball game.
That's
it.
Got ball game.
Good ball game.
They will not snap the ball.
That is the final play of this ball game here, Tiger Stadium, Daingerfield, where the Daingerfield Tigers win over the Mount Pleasant Tigers 14-13. And as the clock ticks off 2-1, that's the ball game. We'll be back for the wrap-up in just a few minutes. Back at Tiger Stadium in Daingerfield, where the Daingerfield Tigers win in the Battle of Tigers over the Mount Pleasant Tigers 14-13. Willie Williams, come in. Let's go over the stats and talk real quick, and we'll go home.
Well, hard-fought football game tonight. A tough football game for the Mount Pleasant Tigers to lose, and a good one for the Daingerfield Tigers to win. As you say, the final score was 14-13 in favor of Daingerfield, and you can just bet that Coach Randy McFarland and his coaching staff are extremely proud to come out victorious in this ball game tonight, as they did a tremendous job, as did Coach McDaniel and the Mount Pleasant Tigers. In the last half, the third quarter belonged to the Daingerfield Tigers. Mount Pleasant in the last half had only 66 yards, 12 yards rushing in the third quarter, 54 yards rushing in the fourth quarter, giving them 66 yards rushing. They had 3 passes, 1 completed, no interceptions for 11 yards, for a total of 77 yards in the last half. They picked up a total of 3 first downs, had 2 fumbles, didn't lose either one, had 1 punt for 39 yards, had 3 penalties for a total of 18 yards. Scored in the third quarter with 1 minute and 29 seconds left. Not in the third quarter, but in the fourth quarter, with 1 minute, 29 seconds left, on a 1-yard touchdown run, making the score 13-14 in favor of Daingerfield. The try for the extra point was no good, as the ball was snapped low. Justin Hawkins couldn't get it up. He tried to throw a pass, and it was no good. So that was the way it ended for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. And for Daingerfield, they picked up a total of 91 yards rushing in the second half, 23 yards passing, for a total of 114 yards in the second half. They attempted 4 passes, completed 2, had 1 intercepted, picked up 8 first downs, had 1 punt for 27 yards, had 5 penalties for 25 yards. They scored on a 4-yard touchdown run with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. They went for 2. The 2-point conversion was good, making the score 14-13, and that's the way the ball game ended.
Okay, Mike Fields.
Bobby, you know, these are the type games that I guess makes a coach grow old in a hurry type situation. I want to congratulate the Daingerfield coaching staff for a job well done, and also the Mount Pleasant coaching staff for a job well done. It's typical Mount Pleasant Daingerfield football game. You're going to see these teams on down the road. You're going to see them in the playoffs. And, you know, like we said a while ago, you're going to see the Mount Pleasant in that area pulling for Daingerfield, and Daingerfield be pulling for the Mount Pleasant area. So want to wish both these teams a lot of success this coming year. And what Mount Pleasant needs to do is just like they've always done, stick with these kids, because they're going to have a good team. We're still looking. We're still trying to get some people in place. Big win last week. Usually when you come off a big win like that, you're kind of let down a little bit, because you have said, well, you know, we beat a ranked team. You know, and it's an emotional game for both coaches, because they're all good friends, and they've been together for years, so they know each other well. And it's one of those type games you hate to see anybody lose. And but anyway, let's come out and both the Daingerfield Tigers and the Mount Pleasant Tiger fans, you follow them, stay with them, give them your support. forget about this. Enjoy this game now and forget about it next week and get ready for that next ball game. The whole goal here is to get these young men ready for district play. That's what it's all about. That's what counts. And I think last year was a good situation there where we did not do that well in the preseason, and then we started into district play, and the cream really rose to the top there. So that, you know, support these young men, let them know that they are doing a good job, and let these coaches know they're doing a good job, because the character and the things they build into these young people, it's more than just football. You're looking at life itself, and there's going to be up and downs in life. There's always going to be things that might not go the way you want to, so what you got to do is suck it up and work that much harder and try to prepare for the next situation. So again, tough loss for the Mount Pleasant Tigers, a great win for the Daingerfield Tigers.
It would have been a tough loss for either team and a great win for either team. What I enjoyed seeing after the ball game is seeing some grown men hug each other, because the Whitings, the McFarlands, the Jerry Bakers, and people that have been at Mount Pleasant, they went over and saw some coaches, Mount Pleasant coaches, Daingerfield coaches, hugging each other. They're real proud for each other. Nobody likes to lose. Everybody likes to win, but somebody wins and loses in these ball games. Just happened to be Daingerfield's night, and the Mount Pleasant Tigers got 2 home games. They've had really 2 road games for Memorial Stadium in Mesquite. They were considered home team, but that was a long ways away. Being in Daingerfield tonight, play Kilgore next Friday night at Sam Parker Stadium, and the next Friday night play the Pine Tree Pirates. So 2 home games for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
They don't get a lot easier, Bobby. They just keep coming.
Coach Williams, you got something before we close?
Well, the Daingerfield Tigers will be at home next week also, as they will take on a team from Queen City. That will be a 7:30 ball game. So Daingerfield will have 2 home games in a row. The Mount Pleasant Tigers travel on the road for the first 2 ball games of the season, and as you say, will be home for the next 2. The Daingerfield Tigers, opening up the season at home tonight, will be at home again next Friday night, and then they will take the road and have 3 away games in a row after next Friday night.
Okay, we close here tonight. Tiger Stadium in Daingerfield, where the Daingerfield Tigers beat the Mount Pleasant Tigers 14-13.